La 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 la. Bumblebee, bumblebee, bumblebee. La 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 la. What's up, bud? Hold on, I got 9 seconds before I can hit the button. I'm working on, you might be able to hear it, I'm working on a little bit of a granola thing right now. Ooh, and there we go, and we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to TMPG. I'm, of course, your humble host, Thundernick. First and foremost, Kyle, what did you send me a moment ago? Because I saw it on my phone, but I didn't check it. There's something on Instagram, something totally inflammatory about Westbrook. You son of a bitch. That's what you always do, isn't it? Give me 1 second. I'm working on some granola slash yogurt slash fruit. It's pretty bomb. I got to push the granola down into it. Sorry. This is how I'm going to start my broadcast. By the way, I've got the new map on the Hunter Call of the Wild. We're going to be on a brand new map today. New reserve. We're going to Spain to hunt red deer, apparently. So that's going to be hype. It was the same thing? Let me see. I don't even get a chance to look at it. Let me look at it. Nice to see Westbrook and Harden going crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's my point. That's been my whole point, bro, the whole time. It's like, it's going to take Westbrook to get Harden over the hump. So don't act like he's just there riding Harden's coattails. Like, Harden can't do it without him. That's the real. Harden literally can't do it without him. We've seen him try 3 years in a row. He can't do it without him. So he's going to need Westbrook. So as much as you want to malign him, talk about he's not the one that's going to... No, he is the one. He's the difference. Okay, here we go. Cuatro Colinas Game Reserve. I've never been here. What do I have? Why? Why didn't it just show the animals right there? Do you know what I mean? Like, why does it make me guess what animals are on here? That's obviously a red deer right there. I know that. Alright, let's get it. I have never been here. Oh, this looks cool. I've never been here. Oh, always, of course, as always, I got coffee as well. But I'm going to be munching on this yogurt, granola, whatever the hell thing.
My family
Off
have
the rip,
held our
I'm a little
region
hungry.
over these majestic
My
swathes of
breakfast.
countryside for
It's my breakfast.
generations.
I slept in so far,
My
so
roots are
deep
here,
into the
and
day,
success
guys,
and
that
survival of
I
Cuatro
just,
Colinas Game Reserve is my primary responsibility. And now, my old
I woke
friend,
up, went straight to the
we
store,
are reunited. It's been a
grabbed
long
my food,
time
my
since we
beverages, my
last
things,
worked together.
came
But
straight
I
home,
know you're going to be essential
put in the
to make
PlayStation
plans
code.
for the future.
For the money, bought the new map for the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now I'm at it. You know what I mean?
I trust that you slept well last night and you're ready for your Castilian
So I haven't really had a
adventure.
chance to eat. You know?
After all these years of promising to show you Cuatro Colinas, your first day on the reserve has arrived.
Okay.
It means a great deal to me that you made this journey.
Okay.
I have every confidence that you're going to love hunting here.
Well, let's
The
hope
first
so.
thing I would like you to do is to experience the sublime Bosque Vista, not far from where you're standing just now. From atop the vista, one has a splendid perspective of the reserve. This view includes one of our magnificent outposts, which I recommend you visit when you get the chance. I know a rugged outdoor explorer like you doesn't need to spend the night in the luxury of a castillo, but you do have all of our visitors' outposts at your disposal. My mother and father had all of these lodges built over the last 35 years. The lodge you are looking for is called Casa Alfonso. To
Casa of
modernize the
Salsa?
reserve,
That's a bit racist,
we have
isn't it?
recently updated the interiors of all of our lodges. We kept the original stone cladding though. The contrast in styles is pure magic.
All right. What are you, an interior designer or a hunting guide? Because right now, coming off like an interior designer. Let's get it. Cool, we got a bomb shelter. She's trying to pretend like it's some sort of an apartment. Cool. An ex-missile silo, probably pointed at the U.S. has been converted into a place to sleep. Awesome.
Te doy la bienvenida a Cuatro Colinas, my friend. I hope you like the view.
All right. Well, we'll see in a second. That's actually pretty dope so far. Let me look. What are we doing here? Okay. Is there a reason why I gotta run all the way up this thing? You don't think a lion can run up this thing? I mean, I'm not safe up here. Does you think this makes me safe? This does not make me safe.
Standing here, you are following in the footsteps of Spanish dukes and kings.
Cool.
As well as
What's
every
up, Azuzu? How's it going,
generation of
buddy?
my
Morning.
family for the past 3 centuries.
Yo. Alright, where am I
You
at?
should
I
be
got a new
able to
map,
see
dude.
Casa Alfonso from
$8.
there.
$8 for the new reserve, but it's worth it. Some might think that's a bit steep, but bro,
When you have sampled enough
the
of
new maps
view,
are usually really
take
good
the
on this
walk
game.
down to the outpost.
Okay, why not just go to this one? It's right here, though. Okay, we're gonna go down to that one, I guess. Sounds good. Alright, I gotta get to that outpost before I can switch out my, I'm just saying, isn't this one over here closer? Like, this one's farther away than this one. I'm going to this one. Because I need to quickly get my gear switched so I can actually hunt. I don't have my gear switched out properly, and I need to get to one of these outposts to do that. And since this is a new map, I don't have any outposts unlocked. I gotta get to an outpost real quick. Okay, that's where they want me to go. Where did I mark? Yeah, 942. See, it's closer. These motherfuckers trying to send me the long way. I ain't going the long way, bro. I mean, I have a gun, okay? I will shoot something if I have to. Hell was just chirping at me right there. Do you guys see that? Do you guys hear that? What did it sound like? Did it sound like a deer? It can run away from me, dude, because I'm going over to that lookout outpost thing and changing my stuff up. Was it a red deer? Was it giant? Was it a big red deer? Giant red deer? Was it? No? Alright. Yeah, so I woke up this morning and I was just immediately like, let's get it. I had every intention of waking up about 6 o'clock when the grocery store opens and being like the first customer in the grocery store, right? But I rolled over in the tent and I was like, what is it? It's 5:30. I was like, it's 5:30. I'll just close my eyes for like a half an hour. It's not a big deal. I'll still wake up at 6. And then blinked and it was like 7:30. I was like, crap! And I was which is not a big deal. I didn't intend on waking up to an alarm, right? I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but I am a little bit bummed that like I was up in perfect timing. Like 5:30 would have been perfect. Get dressed, get myself together, walk to the grocery store, probably hit the front door of the grocery store at exactly 6 o'clock as they're unlocking it. You know what I mean? Given the 10 or 15 minute walk. Like I could have really timed it perfectly. Didn't. Instead rolled over and was like, I'll just get a couple more minutes. 7:30. So I was like, shit! So then I beat feet up to the grocery store. Got myself some good stuff though. I got a couple of these little cool yogurt granola fruity cup things. Ooh, get out of my face. A great way to start any day. Obviously I got my coffee. Have to have my coffee. I got a $25 gift card, 8 of which I spent on this map that I'm currently walking on right now, right? Obviously. But I still have $16, so if I can find another game for really cheap, get out of my face. I might find some random obscure game for like $12 and buy that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that's been my morning so far. It's been good. It's been pretty good. Also, you might notice I have a new hoodie. Yeah! Won this last night. Not won it, but, like, was received this last night when I was at my older brother's house, which I may have mentioned in yesterday's recording. Shout out to all of them for the hospitality. Those guys are awesome. The little ones especially. And his lady, who puts together one hell of a meal. Good time was had by all and has a great sense of humor, by the way. Sweet lady, great sense of humor. It's like it's impossible not to go for the joke because when she laughs, it's like full body laugh. You know what I mean? Like that kind of laugh. It's the best. Nothing I enjoy more. The captive audience. I love the captive audience. Obviously, why am I streaming, right? If I don't. But oh man, they were watching that. Okay, now keep in mind, my brother's girls are like, from what? 8 years old to 16, 17 years old, 16 years old. So they were watching The Bachelor. So imagine having a delicious meal and healthy conversation with your brother who you don't see very often and his old lady. And then over here is just I love him! I hope he gives me the rose! I'm just like, what the... It was... I can't even tell you. It was ridiculous. Well, I think I love them all. Like, oh my goodness, what is in the side of my European hair? How the hell, bro? Let's just put it this way: I saw more Bachelor than I've ever seen in my life yesterday evening, and I think I'm good on The Bachelor forever. I mean, I just got that. We hit those shots. Did I just make murdered that European hair, right? I think I did. But bro, I don't know if you guys have ever watched The Bachelor. I don't recommend it. It's terrible. It was like ear torture. It was like it might have killed my soul. It might have actually killed my soul. It was so bad. So bad. Alright, did I make murder that hair or no? Oh, did he go running off? Did I not hit it? I hit it. No, I didn't. Did I not hit it? I didn't hit it. Alright, fair enough. I missed. Well, fair enough. Let's go over here and get this trophy. Did you just shoot a hummingbird with a 30-06? I did not. This is a 7mm, dude. Whatever that means. And it was a English hare. Apparently. What's up, Paul? How's it going this morning, buddy? Definitely some overkill, you know? Good thing I didn't hit it. But anyway, so at some point during the dinner last night, my mom calls, which is fine, and puts me on the phone, and she's like, "Hey, there's a present there at Greg's for you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I thought we didn't do gifts, but she's like, "No, I got you. It's under the tree. Tell Allison that you can open it." And I was like, "All right." So I was like, "Yo, Mom says I can open the present." She's like, "Yeah, it's this one." And she pulls it out, and it's this beautiful hoodie I'm wearing right now. I mean, tell me that's not my blue. I mean, the eyes are popping today, guys. The eyes are popping. This is my blue right here. This is Pistons blue, bro. I got this. I got, black socks. Ugh. It was like a care package, right? Obviously, like some candy or whatever, like a chocolate, you know, toy soldier or whatever, and that sort of nonsense. Candy cane. And I got this shirt. Boom. It's got like blue stripes on it. Again, blue. Huge step in the right direction. Mom always bought me green stuff because she loves the color green. I'm like, I like blue. Why are you buying me green stuff? I like blue. Anyways. But like, if you're just joining, guys, welcome. I'm talking about, I just had like an early Christmas last night, which was cool. But got this beautiful hoodie. I mean, it's big like that gray one I'm always wearing. It's so good. Nothing like a new hoodie, bro. Remember when you were a kid and you're like, "Aw, clothes." Like, for now, as an adult, I'm like, bro, get out of my face. I'll take all the clothes. Short of, she bought me a 6-pack of, like, black socks. I don't fuck with black socks. Do you guys wear black socks? I wear white socks, like a gentleman. Black socks, to me, I've always meant, like, yeah, I'm gonna go to a funeral. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wearing a suit. I don't just wear black socks, like, out in life normally. That's weird. But anyways, and then yeah, I made out like a killer. It was very uncomfortable because I didn't bring them anything. I didn't bring them any gifts. And then Allison's like, "Oh, we also got you a throw." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I don't know what a throw is. And then she's like, "It's a blanket." And I was like, "All right." I know what a blanket is. Dude, agreed, bro. So this thing seems very fancy, bro. It feels like a bunny or something. I don't know. I'm a fox with it. It looks comfy as hell. You listen, over here in my life, it's going to be dirty and gross and smelling like sneezes in like 3 days, right? But for right now, it's beautiful and it's soft. And so is the inside of this hoodie. I'm just having a great morning, guys. It's been a good morning. Saw the right amount of family. Saw all the nieces. They're all getting so stupid big. It's ridiculous. They're like adults. It's like, what the hell? Why? Why have this part of the hunting lodge? Why? Why? Why give me a toilet? There's no reason for this. That's more for slacks and classy shoes. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Greg's girl Allison was going, well, no, because black socks are the new thing. It's like you don't see the dirt. People are wearing black socks now. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't see how that. I'm like, what? No. It just doesn't feel right to me to wear black socks. Like normal white socks. That's my jam. Apparently, you can wear black socks now. She's like, oh yeah, Greg's on the black socks tip now. And I'm like, okay, huh. It kind of threw me. I was like, well, that doesn't seem right, though. Like, I thought, like, you're supposed to wear black socks with suits. I mean, what the hell do I know, right? All I know, end of the day, is I was like, I'm not rocking black socks, dude. It's just weird. It feels weird to me. So, I basically re-gifted the black socks to my brother, and then everybody was happy. I was like, there, I got you something, bro. Happy Merry Christmas and whatever. So, it all worked out. Yeah, apparently it's a thing. Like, you know, she's in the know with that sort of stuff. She's not fashion dumb, you know what I mean? So she's like, no, like that's guys are wearing black socks now, just casually. I'm like, okay, I'm not wearing black socks. I'll be the old guy. I'm not gonna wear black socks. Let me ask you, anybody in the chat wear black socks when they're not going to a funeral or church? Like, show of hands. Anybody? Jesus, I just lost my spoon. Oh no, it's not dirty. We're good. All right, put that back in there. Jesus. All right, what am I doing? Lures. That's what I'm doing. What we're going to do is we're going to give the red deer call. We're going to get... I don't think I need the bleat. No, I don't need the bleat. There's no moose here. What does that one do? Gray wolves and stuff? Liberian wolves? Good. Okay. I want the one for that. I want the one for red deer. I want the one for wild boar. There's definitely boar here. They've already said as much. And there's like an antler rattler too, right? Where's the antler rattler at? That one. That one's going to do... I think it's the antler rattler. Those would be the 4 for this map, I think. But yeah, it threw me off. I was like, wait, black socks just with jeans and like normal shoes and stuff? Like, what? No. To me, that's always been a sign of I forgot to do my laundry. You know what I mean? Like, that's always how that one's come off to me. Like, I must have forgot my laundry. Damn. But apparently, that's how it's going out there, you know? Alright, now we're set up. We're ready to be about that life. And we've unlocked this, which is good. Step 1 is done, bro. I say we take the long way to the next outpost and grab this one on the way. Then we'll go down to the actual objective right here that they think is the closest one, which it isn't. But yeah, new map, guys. Spain, look at this. It's so gorgeous. Never been here before. I got a whole map to explore. I mean, I've just touched the corner of the map. That's where they dropped me in. But there's so much ground to cover. And rivers. It's going to be a good map. I pretty much guarantee I'm going to find a healthy amount of animals on this map. Just with the amount of riverbeds there are, dude. Because I feel like every time there's a good water source, you're going to find a shit ton of animals. I mean, that's just, duh, animals need water, right? But I've secured myself the appropriate calls for red deer and whatnot. Got me my rifle. We're good to go, dude. We're set up from the whatever, head up, whatever that expression is. Beat up from the feet up. Whatever the damn expression is. I don't know. So at one point, we're sitting at the dinner table. We post food. You know, they've already cleared the plates off. We're just hanging out, sitting at the table, socializing. And little Becca starts moving around the pieces on the, starts moving around the candles on the table, right? So I improv. I jump right into it, you know. Cool Uncle Nick. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that was aggressive, and then start moving a couple pieces and like sit back like we're playing chess, right? We're essentially pretending to play chess. We're pretending to play a game with 3 candles and a candle and a wine glass and a candle and a candy cane. That's all we had, and we are just moving them around. And then she'd arbitrarily. Then she goes, huh? She's like 8, huh? Then she grabs 2 things and moves them over here, and I go, oh, you okay? Seen that before. I grab 2 things, move them over there. Everybody at the table's watching. It's like, what are they doing? Is this some? What is this? What are they playing? And without missing a beat, she never breaks character. I never break character. We must have gone for 10 minutes playing a fake game of move the candles and the candy cane before we ultimately decided that, well, clearly this is a catch game. We're not going to be able to win. Neither one of us is going to be able to win. She goes, no, we're not. And we just shook hands, and everybody at the table was just like, what are they doing? It was so great. Highlight of the whole night. It was the best part. Because she just rolled with it. She's like, oh, we're going to pretend we're playing a game that nobody else knows the rules to? Got it. Without words, without any conversation, just started going, moving candlesticks around and going, and doing this, She's going, wow, that was good. I'm going, I'm not new at this. I'm not new at this. We're making a show out of it. We're getting big. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a first day move. And I'd start moving a couple candles and turn the candy cane around and then like move the glass down here and I'd be like, okay. And then she'd go, ooh, interesting. And I'm going, The whole time, we're doing nothing but just, yeah, exactly. Creativity and imagination. That's it. It was awesome. Highlight of the night. I would have liked to get the win, but I don't think she was going to give me the win. I don't think she was going to ever give me the win, but it was good. She's got improv chops, is what I'm saying. We got to get her into a acting class, you know what I'm saying? A little acting class for that one. She's got it, all right? She's got it. At no point did either one of it, like everybody was just watching us, like what are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. Like just confused looks on their face, like what are they actually? And they just watched us play a pretend game we'd made up on the spot for 10 minutes. It was great. Like what? I don't get. He just moved that candle and slid the candy cane up the table. I don't. Like what? She didn't break. She's just like shh, 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 to her sister shh, as she was playing. It was great. Oh, there's a bunny. I want to shoot it, but I don't think I can make that shot. I'm not very talented. I'm not very talented. It was good though. Good to see fam, you know. Got some free shit and got out of there. Skadoosh. No, I do love this hoodie though. I'm a big fan of this hoodie already. Especially since it's got the inside fuzzies. There's nothing better than inside fuzzies on a hoodie. I mean, that is just. Oh, there we go. There's no way that's a hit. I just threw that bullet down there like on some nonsense stuff right there. "50 yards with a rifle bullet." True. It's harder than it looks. You're right. You're absolutely right, bud. When you're right, you're right. On this one, you are right, sir. Especially when you're new to rifles, you know? Rifles are not my jam. I usually rock the bow and arrow. I think this map could probably be a bow map, honestly. It looks like it's busy enough for the most part. I mean, there's definitely open areas, but if the calls work correctly, and you can bring somebody in, you know, close enough. I mean, any map could be a bow map, but really what you look for with the bow hunting map is like enough cover to tuck in, you know, because that's what you want to do. You want to tuck in and bring the animal to you, right? Because chasing with a bow and arrow, like, you'll never get close enough to hit him. I mean, maybe we'll get close enough to hit him, but that animal's going to be too dumb to know anything. And probably not a pretty good... Like, the really good animals, I feel like, are extra skittish on the game, you know? So, as long as there's areas to tuck in, dude, you know, any map could be a bow map. I do think this one lends itself to bow hunting a little bit. As you can see, there's, like, nice big open areas, but there's also trees around here with, like, bushes at the base. Like, it could probably tuck in pretty good in one of these situations. Get pretty invisible. I mean, that's just single line. It's not invisible, but it's pretty good. It seems like there's enough room. Get out of my face. Woo! We all right? Everybody good? Everybody make it? Okay, good. I feel like there's enough coverage around the trees, though, just from what I'm seeing so far, that this could be a bow map. I might could bow hunt on this one if I get frustrated with this rifle. Which will probably happen, let's be honest. Rifle have a negative side effect. If you shoot them a lot as your edge, your shoulder will hurt at night. Oh, really? Damn, that doesn't sound like fun. A bow, on the other hand, you're just strengthening your muscle fibers as you're pulling back the bow, right? Alright, here's the thing. All of this is playable. Well, maybe not. Yeah, no, all that's playable down there. Where the hell's the one they wanted me to go to? This one? This was the one they wanted me to go to. Does it not have a marker on it anymore? Oh, it still does. Okay. Well, why wasn't it showing up? Wait, vineyards? Get out of my face. This is great. Spain has good wine, huh? Cloud of Glory Thunder. What's up, buddy? Good morning. Happy Sunday, dude. How's everything? I just need to know what I'm working with on this map before I bring a bow out, to be honest with you. As much as I like the bow hunting, I definitely prefer it. I want to get the lay of the land a little bit. And in doing so, like as in wandering around today, Stu and friends, what's up? What's up, Stu and friends? How's it going, buddy? While I wandered around today and opened up the map, because I literally just started playing on this map for the first time ever, guys. I got to do a lot of walking today. A lot of walking, a lot of talking. You know what I mean? But as we unlock this map, I want to be able to look around, like, through the scope of the rifle and get some, you know. I'm mad tomorrow is Monday. I'm not. I have Mondays off. Yeah, buddy. Why? What happens on Monday? Wait, you guys don't have school though, right? Don't you guys have a Christmas break? You guys have a Christmas break, no? Or did they get get done with Christmas breaks a while ago? Because I remember having a couple weeks around Christmas usually. Don't we? Don't you? I feel like that's a thing. That's a thing, right? Like, why does it matter that it's Monday, my dude? Walk me through it, friend. What happens on Mondays, dude? Yeah. What's up, Orange Slices? How you doing, buddy? Orange, have you tried this new Spain map yet, bro? It's kind of interesting. We got a Christmas break. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, most people get Christmas breaks, no? I remember it being 2 weeks. It was like the week of Christmas and then the following week of New Year's, so that you get those two holidays all together, lumped together in like a break, you know? A school break. That's how I remember it being. Are these coca fields? What the hell, bro? I'm in love with the coca. Look at this, bro. Process this all down, dude, into bricks of cocaine, yeah. Colombian marching powder, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Some areas people might have to go to school because the school called off too many days. True. Yeah, that's true. But don't they make those up at the end of the year? I feel like they make those up at the end of the year. Or do they cut into Christmas break sometimes to cover that time? Because I know around here sometimes it's like, well, shit, we might be in, the schools might be in till July, just covering all the snow days or whatever, depending on how heavy the snow was. So I get what you're saying. You're not wrong there, dude. That's absolutely accurate because they do that up here as well. I remember one year it was like basically we lost June, essentially. We had a really good snow that year. I was maybe 6th or 7th grade. I don't know. I might have just been into middle school. But we had a really good snow that year and missed a lot of time, snow days wise, right? So in making up that time, like it was basically the end of June before before we had summer break, dude. It was like, damn, it's like we lost June. We literally gained a healthy amount of December, but we lost June. Yeah, that's true. It probably does. Car on this road. Wow, boom. Hits me. That's always the worst, too, when you're like, wait, shouldn't we get out of school like June 11th and shit? Isn't that how that works? And they're like, well, we got to make up some days. You're like, what? You're not teaching me anything at the end of the year. Just let me go on summer break. What are you doing? Don't you want the vacation? They want the vacation, too, don't they? The teachers want it as bad as we do, don't they? I mean, isn't that how that works? I mean, I know a lot of the teachers in this country have to take up a second job in the summer, which is fucking bullshit. But, because they don't get paid well enough to survive over the 2 months, 3 months, or whatever. But, come on. That is a true tragedy of our country, by the way. That teachers don't make a living wage. Most teachers. Not all teachers. I'm certain there's exceptions to that rule for sure, right? I got a good school and they pay me really well. But most teachers literally have to work in the summer. They have to secure some kind of a job in the summer because they can't float 3 months on what they're making over the course of the however long, 9 months school year or whatever. Isn't that ridiculous? Educating our children. They can't even survive. They're like, well, they can't even survive. Ridiculous, dude. They're securing our future, but won't be paid a living wage. Nope.
I hope you didn't forget the lodge key in the castillo.
What'd you just say to me? Something about
There are
castillo?
some parts of Cuatro Colinas that only a select few know about. I'm taking you to a place where the views are magnificent and the hunting is even better.
Okay.
There, I've sent you the coordinates for the trailhead that leads to this
good.
divine setting. Normally, I would insist on being there with you while you experience it, but I don't want you to miss it. I encourage you to hunt as much as you'd like. You are
pretty
undoubtedly
bad.
keen to become familiar with the rolling hills, steep ascents, and your wily prey. You should search for animal tracks. I know you have experience, but one should utilize every advantage when taking on the cunning beasts of Cuatro Colinas. Of course, if you're lucky, you'll probably hear something just from walking through that part of the reserve. The hunter I knew didn't rely on luck, though. I recall that you used to have wonderful hearing. Is that still true? Or have your years gotten the better of you?
What, is she hitting on me? This bitch hitting on me right now? I'm trying to hunt, lady, alright? Trying to go into the woods and secure some food. Not out here getting pussy. I'm not out here to get pussy, okay? God damn it. On average, Orange, 50 schools per city closed in the last 5 years. Damn. You talking major metropolitan cities? Or are you talking about... Yeah, true. More kids per class, all of that, dude. Is there guaranteed going to be an animal up here? I feel like there is, because this is part of like a quest or whatever. Lead water, so no fountains, surrounded by tall fences and locks, and full of gang. Yeah, true. True. like got to go through a war zone to secure an education in some cities. It's fucking, yeah, it's ridiculous. Apparently this is the spot, though. This lady's in the monologue, and she said this is the spot where the good hunting is. Secret fellowship, super dope, awesome spot. What the hell was that? Why do I have the sneezes this morning? What the hell is that, bro? Come on. Ugh, I'm getting annoyed by it. I'm getting like actually annoyed by sneezes. Come on, dude. It's gonna be some impressive view over the hill here, huh?
This is the start of a trail that leads to my own little patch of heaven on earth.
Okay.
You're nearly there.
You're nearly there.
You have ears like a bat. Are you going to pursue?
That was a roe deer, huh? Which means I need the bleat, not the fucking rattler. That sucks. I think. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, boy or girl, a little physical activity like that, you know? A combative physical activity like that could be nothing but healthy. Yeah. Roe deer, that would be, hold on. A roe deer would be, with the black one, right? The little wee 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 thing, right? Hold on, I can get that real quick. Ah, I'm one too many buttons. There we go, like that, and then like this, and then crap, I'm all the way down. Okay, hold on. That one, that's the roe deer one. Yeah, I want that call. Okay, and then let's put this antler one away, because like I don't think I need this one actually. I think that squares it up. Okay. Pride's a place to be away from trouble. Hell yeah, buddy. Nothing wrong with either of those things, dude. Honestly, those are the kind of programs I would put money into. You know what I mean? If I'm donating money, it's for me. It's always Children's Hospital first. But if there was a second one, it'd be like YMCA's, that sort of stuff. Like safe places for kids to be kids. You know, in a world that's getting more dangerous by the day. Like there's Really? Oh, that's cool. All right, let's do that. There we go. All right. That's the call for the animal that I was just calling. It's called Kronk Jim. Okay, right on. That's cool. Shout out to Kronk Jim for being that spot, dude. Lord knows in an increasingly dangerous world, it's nothing more sacred than that safe space, you know? That place where you can be safe and, pursue a goal. Do some character building, whatever the case may be. That's very cool. That roe deer's got to be gone. I'm going to follow the path, maybe. The fact that it called out, I mean, it was optional. It was optional to chase down that deer and kill it. I don't think it's a have to do. It's a if you want to do kind of a thing. That being said, if it calls out again, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna kill it. Oh no, no worries, man. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. That's awesome, dude. We want good things in life. You know what I mean? Like I want good things in life, dude, for people, especially kids, dude. They got it tough these days, guys, with their screens. You know what I mean? All the negative and positive, if used correctly, I suppose, but certainly, you know, the ease with which you can be a shithole on those screens. You know, your social medias and whatever, your phones and the like. The ease with which you can be a complete shithead nowadays really concerns me, especially for the kids. Like, just the amount of toxic they must run into on those screens, dude. Assuming they're in the flow of the conversation, you know, socially or whatever with their peer groups. Like, can you imagine the kind of shit that, I mean, with no repercussions from across the fucking city, you can talk some shit about somebody and make sure everybody sees it. Do you know what I mean? It must get pretty nasty on those social medias or whatever. Burner accounts, ghost accounts. Everybody troll this kid. That sort of stuff. Fuck. You can't get away from it. It used to be like you dread going to school because that's where the bully was at. Now that bully follows you home. That bully's in your pocket. That bully's on the screen, dude. Such a bummer. These kids today have it so much more difficult than we ever did now in that way.
You have arrived. Is it not stunning?
Pretty dope.
Recently, I've only come here to meditate. It is so ethereal and serene, even when the rain is falling. When I first invited you to visit, I assumed that I would be coming home to host you as a visitor, spending time here before traveling abroad once again. With my return being prompted by my mother's passing instead, my focus has been entirely on work, instead of enjoying the very places that bring me comfort. I am pleased that I was able to show you this. In a way, I got to experience it vicariously. Of course, it's also one of our best spots to go hunting. I've never gone on a hunt out there and returned home empty-handed.
Oh, is she challenging me?
If you are able to pull yourself away from the tranquil beauty of the cove, there are many other wonderful sights for you to see.
All right. Well, she just challenged me to come out of here with a kill. That's what I heard out of that, guys. I don't know what you guys heard. I've never not killed anything here. Okay, bitch. All right, watch me kill some shit then. A seasoned hunter like you should have no problem finding something to kill. Okay, I get what you're doing, bitch. All right. Okay. Time to kill something. I will not be outdone by some lady hawk on a radio. You know what I mean? It's time for us to it's time for us to make a play, gentlemen. It's time for us to make a play. She's not gonna radio cuck me. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. I've never not killed something over here. Okay, bitch. Alright, I see what you're doing. It's so strange that you're having so much trouble. Are you just watching me from a jeep on the top of the hill with binoculars just laughing? Look at the dumb American. He can't kill anything. That's messed up. Is she up on the tree line here? Is she up on the tree line here? Just I catch sight of her. She's got goggles. She's got her, or what do you call those things? Binocs. She's got binocs. She's sitting on the hill. Just screw that shit. The rock you almost just tripped over was one of my ancestors. Like what? The fuck you talking? I've never not got a kill in this valley. Alright, well then. First of all, was there something I was walking towards though around here? Oh, I already passed it. Okay. So what am I actually walking towards here besides a dead end that will have to make me backtrack? Out of spite, does she want me to walk down here so I have to backtrack? She's trying to sneak trick me. I gotta go this way to get to the next lookout tower, which is right here. I'm not going down your path, lady. I'm just not doing it. That's where I'm going. Nice try, lady. You tried to sneak trick me into going down to a dead end. I will not be backtracking today. That's not happening. We're opening up the map, but I ain't opening up a dead end. That's a waste of my damn time. She's trying to convince me to go down a one-way street. I've never not killed down this one-way street. Whatever, bitch. Nice try. I'm opening this whole map up today, and I will not be deterred by your nonsense, woman. I don't know why I don't know why I've made my I don't know why I've made my relationship with this radio chick adversarial, but no, hell with that. She will not sneak trick me into walking into a dead end. Screw you. What? Should she get on the radio and go, "Oh, I've never walked into a dead end while I was hunting before"? Okay, bitch. I see what you're about. All right. She's that friend that's a one-upper, you know, like, "Oh, I've never had that problem before." All right. We need to humble brag for the lady on the radio, I think. Because she's just, ooh, aren't you just God's gift to hunting? Screw that lady, man. That's messed up, dude. Oh, great, now I'm walking in the wind. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to do a bit of running, I think. Start raining again. I hear rain. I think it started raining again outside. I made it to the store and back in a window of non-rain. I was like, if it starts raining on my new hoodie, I'm gonna be pissed. But I made it to the store and back. I feel like as soon as I got back from the store, like within 5 minutes, it was raining again. It's been just so depressing, dude. Such a bummer, dude. What? I mean, we're the evergreen state, right? So, like, it's green as hell up here. Everything. All the trees get plenty of water. But, man, when it goes on, like, 3, 4, 5 days of raining, just nonstop, it breaks your spirit a little bit. It's such a bummer, dude. It's like, okay, we get it. Everybody's had enough to drink. You're good, man. It's the weather equivalent of that guy at the party with the fucking bottle of booze going, "You want to take a shot with me? You want to take a shot with me?" Like, bro, can I drink at my own pace? Yo, bro, can I drink at my own pace? What are we doing here? Why are you doing this? Come on, let's take a shot, man. Let's take a shot. If you want to take another shot, take another shot. Why do I gotta hold your hand? That's how I feel about this 4 days of rain. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like the guy at the 2:30 in the morning at the party going, "Take a shot, dog. Let's take a shot, dog." Like going around the party trying to get somebody else to take a shot with him. Like, bro, enough, dude. Everybody's drunk. You're good. That's how I feel about this rain. Like, enough, bro. Everything's wet. You're good. Take a shot with me, bro. I hate that guy. I literally despise that guy. That guy's the worst, by the way. To get off onto a different subject. Like, bro, take a shot with me, dog. Like, oh, you're gross. Why would I do that? I don't even know you. What's your name? Yeah, like, get on my face. Ugh, that guy's the worst. Come on, bro. Take a shot with me, bro. My little brother's that guy. Don't puss out, dude. Don't puss out. Take a shot with me. All right, bro. Easy there. Dude, this could definitely be a ball hunting map for sure, though. I've only seen a small amount of it. I mean, I'm just seeing the corner of it now. But, I mean, I feel like there's some real bow hunting possibilities here. For sure. Throws up 3 seconds later. Yeah, he's the same guy that's outside, like, at the end of the party as everybody's leaving going, "Can I get a ride, man?" With puke all down his front. You're like, no, bro. No, bro. Walk it off, son. "I got like $3 for gas, man. Just give me in my own neighborhood, man, and I'll crawl home." Just fucking puke down his front. "Is it cool if I get in your car?" No, it's not cool if you get in my car. No, it's not cool, bro, if you get in my car. Get your drunk ass home, man. One more shot, right, bro? You just want to go, yeah, you can. I'll get you a ride, man. Just real quick. One shot, bro. One more shot, bro. First, take a shot with me, bro. Those people are gross. Alright, so it is up the street to cross. Okay. Sleep on the bathroom tile. Yeah, right? You go to the bathroom, he like pulls back the curtain as you're pissing. Like, you're like, dude, got my dick in my hand. What are you doing? Get up, what, you sleeping in the bathtub? Okay, cool, man. He's got a loaf of bread, puke all over himself, sleeping in the bathtub. That's always the move, too. So you gotta soak up some of that alcohol, man. You gotta eat this whole loaf of bread. That was always the move. That's the bro science. Bro, you gotta soak up that alcohol in your gut, dude. Here, like, just fucking go ham on this half a loaf of bread, dog. You'll be good. Just sit back in the tub, eat this half a loaf of bread. Drink this Gatorade, and you'll be good, dude. Alright. I hope I can turn my day around. Bro science big time, dude. Well, that was always the move for us. We'd knock out a loaf of bread. Me and the brothers would knock out a loaf of bread before we went out boozing. Just because you don't want to booze on an empty stomach. Not only partially because, like, mostly because you don't want to be the sloppy drunk. Like, the sloppy drunk is you don't want to be the sloppy drunk. And if you have an empty stomach and you're boozing, you become the sloppy drunk real quick, real easy. But two, like, there's something to be said for, hey, 2 drinks and I'm fucked up. Sure. But if the party's 6 hours long, nursing 2 drinks, like, you might as well not drink. You know what I mean? Oh, I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm taking it easy. Like, alright, that's the real fucking wet blanket. So the idea for us, when we were coming up, was like, you knock down a loaf of bread, and you can drink all night, and it's just, bro, it's like the secret weapon, dude. The bread soaks up all the booze. The logic is, and listen, again, bro science, but when we were boozing hard, going to parties, like, in high school and stuff, like, you'd want to be the guy that could hold his liquor. You'd want to be the guy that could go deep. You know what I mean? While other people are drinking, keeping pace with you drinking, they're just getting blasted, and you're just remaining calm, super chill. Like, yeah, I've done this before. I'm not new at this. Do you know what I mean? There's a certain amount of clout in that in high school, right? But at the same time, dude, you eat a whole loaf of bread and start drinking, dude. It takes so much booze to get, you know. Plus, then that next day shit is just literally a alcohol-soaked loaf of bread. Shitting out a loaf of alcohol-soaked bread, dude, the next day. Assuming you didn't go to, like, Denny's or some shit in the middle of the night after the party. I need pancakes, dude. Why do you think people put pancakes on top of a night of boozing? Because it's all that batter, dude, and the bread and whatever. It soaks up the booze in your gut. It works. It's like the secret weapon, dude. Again, bro science. But it's like legit the secret weapon, dude. Oh, there was one. Something just ran. Is that one right there? I think that might be one right there. Yeah, it's right there. Just sitting down. Icy wrist. Do you still vape? Nick, I don't, Icy. I don't, buddy. My vape gun broke a while ago, and I just never replaced it. I just decided that was a sign from the gods that I was supposed to be done smoking, so I stopped. How you doing, Icy? I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Where you been? You joined a convent, dude? Did you get involved in the cult? You didn't drink the Kool-Aid, did you, bud? Don't drink the Kool-Aid, bro. That's rule 1. Never drink the Kool-Aid, dude. It's always got more than Kool-Aid in it. You know what I mean? Never doing that again. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. These European hairs are annoying, I'll be honest with you. I bopped something up here on the hill, though. I just gotta see if I think I hit him. I feel like it was a good shot, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Was it up here or was it over here? Might have been over here. Oh, there's some blood. Okay. Here's some blood right over here. I must have got him good. Yep. He got good. That's good blood.
I see your tracking skills are as sharp as ever.
Of course they are,
I'm sure
bitch.
you're going to enjoy your hunts here. Senor Baden, our company for last night, appears to be enjoying his time here as well. He's
I've been chilling. I still vape, but it broke. I need a new one. Yeah, bro. That's where I was. I was like, I'm not spending another $160 for a proper vape gun, dude. Or $120 for a slightly cheaper one, or $60 for the really basic one I had to start out. I'm like, I'm just gonna be done vaping. How about I don't spend any money? Just stop vaping. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. It was a nice vaping was a nice training wheels to get off of nicotine altogether, which I'm really thankful I did.
But he seems equally
looking back after the first week, which was just awful. After that, it was pretty much like, oh, cool, I'm done smoking. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a positive
I will inform Senor Baden that I have all the help I need right now. But he's welcome to continue convincing me of his quality. Apparently, he has harvested a pair of ibex already.
Just took it as an opportunity to quit, you know? Without, like, quitting. I just can't afford it, man. It's too expensive.
I think it's time.
Why are you paying to kill yourself? It's just dumb.
You can do. I'd like
nobody lives forever, and smoking is super fun. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I love smoking, still do, always will.
And I'll inform Senor Baden that
yeah,
he
I
has
just
a
can't do it
little
anymore. I don't have the
competition.
money for that, you know?
When I first returned to help run
Maybe
the
if I was
reserve
really
after
rich,
my
I'd be a
time
smoker.
away,
That'd probably be
these were the
real,
places
if I'm
I
being
wanted
completely
to
honest.
be.
If I had, like,
Places that
stupid,
reminded me of my
high-level
mother.
streamer,
Just
giant
a short
audience,
way down
good
the
money
cove,
coming to you every
there
month,
is
I'd probably
another
smoke cigarettes
splendid
again.
view.
Because I really
recommend
like
it.
smoking. It was super fun. But I can't afford it. Up here, it's like $10 a pack. For vaping, it's like $20 for a vial of the vape juice, and like a good $100-something for a proper vape gun, you know? So, yeah, you can't even, vaping up here is even kind of difficult, you know? Just everything's pricey, man. I don't, you know, again, it's like, why am I spending money to kill myself? Walk me through this. Why am I like literally would have to adjust my life to afford being able to smoke again. Like, I'd have to switch shit up. I'd have to make sacrifices. Probably wouldn't be able to buy new video games. But like on my birthday and, you know, when I get a bonus, you know, a couple times a year I'd be able to buy video games, as opposed to, you know, every paycheck I probably can put aside a little money for, you know, a game, assuming it's not full price or whatever. Most paychecks I can. If I was still smoking, I'd be like, well, okay, if I don't have a bonus, I can't really afford to buy any new video games. I'd be playing like the same 2 video games all the time. Which is so I could slowly lose all ability to breathe and kill myself. Why? Why would we do that? You know what I mean? I'm certain if you thought about it, my dude, that money could be better spent, yeah? Let's be real. There's got to be something you'd love to save up for. Imagine you put all that money that you vape, all that vape money, cigarette money, whatever the case may be. Imagine you put all that money into that thing. Watch how fast you get that thing, bro. That's all I'm saying. I mean, maybe you're in a situation where money's no object. If money's no object, then smoke on, my friend. Smoke one for me, you know what I mean? But I can only speak for myself. For myself, I just couldn't afford it anymore. It was too expensive. Damn near $10 a pack for cigarettes up here. Like, ridiculous. You're basically spending $10 a pack. So that's $10 a day. Times 368 days. That's like damn near $4 grand a year to kill myself. Assuming I'm smoking a pack a day. Is that are those rocks or are those? Yep, those are rocks. Okay. Look like animals laying down. God, but the flavors, the cool flavors with the vaping. Oh, that was a cool thing, man. I would fuck with like some minty pineapple type of jam. Woo, so good, dude. Like some fruit and mint type of a vibe. They had a few different combinations I fucked with that were just, woo, so good. So good. Like I said, if I could afford it, whew, I'd get the new coils every week or 2 weeks or whatever, and I'd fucking get the proper, like, blowing out tons of smoke. I'd get one of the, bro, I'd be all in. Now, the fact that I'm not seeing any animals, by the way, guys, I get it. I'm walking directly into the wind. I'm not going to see any animals. All I'm really doing is going up here and getting this lookout tower or whatever. Every animal's going. Ooh, a wild boar. Yes, that's cool. Haven't had a chance to fuck with boar at all. I love the boar call. It's so good. All right, let's see if I can catch an angle on this boar. Like, get over here into the bushes a little bit and see if I can't catch an angle where he doesn't smell me, you know? Perfect. I don't like that he's up the hill. I don't like that that wind is not really my friend right now. Like, if he comes from that way, I could probably catch him. But he's not going to come from that way. He's going to come from up here where the wind's really an issue. It's going to be tough for him to come close enough for me to shoot him. But if he pokes his head up at all, I'm taking him out. What? Truth be told, I should probably go up that way. That'd be better. I shouldn't be here. This is not where I should be. This is where I want the pig to run, though. So it's good that I'm down here making calls, because then he's going to come that direction. I just got to go around this way to catch him where he can't smell the wind. See, but look how the wind changes as I'm walking. What the hell is that, bro? Trying to get up that lookup tower right there. Yeah, see, from over here somewhere, if I can get that pig to come out. Now the wind is not his friend. But more than that, I just want to go up this hill. Can I go up this hill, or are they going to stop me? They better not stop me, dude. I should be able to climb this hill. I'm a high-level hunter. I should be able to get up this hill. Also, there's another missile silo. It's just, you know, if we're keeping track, guys, that's 2 missile silos. What's up, Preston Pierre Tho Jr.? Bro, I'm seeing a lot of faces I don't normally see in here. What's up, buddy? How's everything? How's your Christmas look? Hey, how's everybody's Christmas looking? You guys getting everything you want, you think? Or bummed because you're not going to see all your family? Or bummed because you are going to have to see all your family? What's the word, my dudes? We're like 3 days out. 4 days out? 3 days out? 4 days out? How far away are we from Christmas? Yeah, we're like 3 days out, right? Isn't it the 25th? Bro, I'm ready for Christmas, dude. I feel like I've already done all my Christmasing. So now it's just extra at this point. I'm chill. Feeling good about it. Everybody, what did everybody ask for? Anybody ask for anything cool? Let's talk about it, dude. I'm trying to... Hey, here's another one. Best Christmas gift you ever got. That's a good one. Let's do that. I'm trying to think about that right now in my brain. Trying to think. Best Christmas present I ever got. I mean, the basketball hoop when we were little kids. Been great so far. Been good. Right on. That's awesome. We got a basketball hoop. I don't know. We were all kids. We were all kids. There's a picture of me just like holding onto the hoop because Dad had it in the living room. You know, he like set it behind a bunch of gifts. Like we could see it visibly when we came out to the living room to open presents. So like it was our first present we opened basically, but it was like the backboard and the rim just like sitting there in the pile of in the pile of presents or whatever by the tree. And we were just like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna put it up this afternoon or whatever. He's gonna put it up at the front of the house. We're like, we're all basketball. We were over the moon, dude. Didn't ask for much, honestly. Just planning on hanging out with family. Yeah, hell yeah. At some point, that becomes the point. You know, I feel like at a certain point, just in life, that becomes the point. The point is to like see family that you don't see that often. As life gets busy and everybody starts losing track of each other. Wait, what the hell? Was I supposed to walk down to the... Oh, god damn it. I was supposed to walk down to the point of this thing. Oh, get out of my face, dude. Really? What is this? Point of interest? You don't want to walk down to your stupid peninsula, though. Oh, technically it's not a dead end, though, isn't there? There's a little road right there, isn't there? Nah, screw that noise, bro. We're going this way. Yeah, as you get older, man, that stops being the point, doesn't it? It's like, eventually you're just like, dude, I just want to see family, catch up with family. Plus, you get old enough, the gifts you'd want, no one's going to buy for you. You know what I mean? Short of a significant other. And even then, they're going to hold that over your head all year long, if they do. I got you the perfect gift. Oh, because I didn't get you the... And you're like, oh, God. Like, the perfect gift is a leverage point, you know, for the next argument you have. Great. Like a competition. I love you this much. I love you this much. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate gifts. But I think the best one I ever got was our basketball hoop as kids. How's this map? What animals are there? On this one so far, it's like red deer, certain kinds of the European hares. I guess there's warthogs. There's roe deer, kind of like Hirschfelden. There's no standout animal per se. I think there's wolves. I'm pretty sure there's wolves. Wild boar, bro. See it? I see it. I see it. I mean, that's a through and through. I shot the shit out that pig, so I don't know what the hell. Oh, I thought he was gonna keep running. The pigs are pretty prevalent. I've seen a little bit of the roe deer. Haven't seen any red deer yet. I haven't traveled much though, but I'll be honest, I just touched the corner here. I'm kind of heading down map right now, and I'm going to circle around. I'm going to touch all of it by the time this recording's done, but yeah, I'm just kind of slowly but surely working my way down the map right now. It doesn't have a standout animal. It's not like the safari. Like safari, you can hunt a lion. You know, like the Colombian one or whatever was like, hey, we got pumas. Like this one doesn't really have a standout animal like that per se. It pretty much just has the same old animals, but the topographical situation is pretty unique. I will say that. We got like vineyards and stuff, apple orchards or tree orchards, some sort of tree fruit orchards and stuff, which are pretty cool. They got some unique stuff on the map, but as far as the animals, pretty standard stuff, pretty boilerplate. Did I hit that pig or no? Because I don't see any blood for that pig. Did I miss that pig completely? Oh my god, I'm the worst at this game that's ever lived. What's that over there? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna move this one to right there. Perfect. So that way, because it seems like the boar call is right here. Should be right by the gun, because the pigs are everywhere over here. There's a pig right over there. I mean, if that's not a hit, I don't know what's a hit. You know what I mean? That was clean as shit. So if that's not a hit, I don't know what to do. Now, are these the kind of hogs whose friends will come attack me? Because I don't need that in my life right now, alright? Oh, that's a dead. When I was a dead warthog. When he was a dead warthog.
You're going to need to do enough hunting for both of us, it would seem. The administrative part of my role is something I am still getting used to. Sadly, it prevents me from spending any time on the reserve with you, or getting to know my neighbors.
I would never see you because we do not have NPCs on this game.
Is mostly composed of my family's estate, but includes several
but I will
tracts
talk
of
in your
public
ear
land with public
in an
roads.
annoying way at all times.
Because I'm overseeing the reserve, I need to work with the local government to ensure that the public roads are kept safe. There is a stretch of road in particular that is extremely dangerous. It has a steep cliff on one side, and drivers need to slow right down or risk a perilous drop. Until recently, we had road signs warning approaching drivers of the danger.
All right.
I mention this to you because these signs have suddenly disappeared, as if by magic, and I need you to replace them. I know that this would normally be a hunter's job, but I have asked the mayor to take care of it, and he told me that I have to wait a month for him to send a crew. I'd have my handyman Julio deal with it, but the poor old soul is laid up in bed with pneumonia. I was able to go into town and retrieve some replacements. Unfortunately, I was in a rush and had to attend a meeting, so I wasn't able to put them up.
That's some serious purple right there, guys. Look at that. What's the most enjoyable game you've ever played? What's up, Woods? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Most enjoyable game I've ever played? God. I mean, I want to say GTA 5. Especially the GTA Online portion of GTA 5. Obviously, because that's the best game ever made, in my opinion. That is my favorite game. But, special shout-outs to Need for Speed 2, I think it was, on the regular PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Just because me and my little brother Grill would spend hours playing that game, just racing together, like couch co-op. Shout out to WCW NWO Revenge on the Nintendo 64, because all of the brothers, I have 6 brothers, all of us would get together and do 4-on-4 or 2-on-2 with 4 players at once, couch co-op. 4-player battle royals and stuff on that wrestling game. It was just one of the funnest wrestling games ever. You guys remember those Nintendo 64 wrestling games, the THQ ones? Shout out to that game. That could be some of the most fun we've ever had, because everybody would bring friends over. There'd be 8 or 10 kids in the downstairs just like taking turns. No, I'm going to play with Kevin Nash. No, I'm going to play with Hulk Hogan and whatever. You know, Stone Cold or whatever the case was, depending on the game we had. Because we bought all of those THQ ones, but we would just battle each other and laugh and talk shit to each other. So much fun. So that's got to be up there. Need for Speed with my brother Grill. One of those THQ Pro Wrestling games from the 64 with all the brothers. I mean, Army of Two, the original Army of Two. Do you guys remember this game? It was like it was an unapologetic 2-player campaign game. Had no multiplayer of any kind. But me and my brother Dirt, I can't tell you, for like a month, like 3 weeks there, we'd play the game through over and over again, all day long, just trying to unlock new masks and stuff and getting all the attachments for the guns. The game itself, you could probably beat in like 3 hours if you were really pushing it and you knew the game well. And we would do that. We would literally beat the game over and over again, day after day after day after day, and just hang out. 2 brothers hanging out at the house, couch co-op. Again, couch co-op. Shout out to NBA Live 2010 and Tiger Woods 2010. Those 2 games, respectively, depending on the day. For years, I would get off work when I used to work the night shift. We'd get off work at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and me and Corey and Marv and a lot of times Metal would come over. The homies that filled orders with me at night would all come over, and on Tiger Woods we all had old versions of ourselves. Like we made ourselves, but then aged them up to 90 years old, and we'd sit around, get greened out of our minds, smoke like too much marijuana, and play 18 holes of golf. Just after work every day, we get stoned to shit, play 18 holes of golf, just bullshit and talk about the night of work. And then when the 18 holes of golf were done and the weed was gone, we're like, all right, we good? All right, see you guys at work tonight. And everybody just disperse. And so that was some of the funnest times of my entire life, was with that core group there. NBA Live, same thing. We had 2 or 3 people. Most of the time it was just me and Cormy. I played point guard, he played shooting guard. But we had a career going on NBA Live 2010. We made the Sonics, but we traded for a bunch of good players, right? So we had a stacked team, and we'd play season mode on that game. And after work, if we were in the mood to play some golf, or if it was just me and Corns, we'd play some basketball. We'd get off of work, be sore, have been throwing orders all night long, and we'd go back to my house. We'd get stoned as shit, and we play either NBA Live 2010 or Tiger Woods 2010. I have both the games right here. So one of these two games, basically. It was every night. It was every night for years. For literal years. Every night we played one of those two games. And just the fun and the conversation and the bullshittery and the talking and it was just the best times. So, enjoyable games you've ever played. That's my short list. I mean, add to that a little Borderlands 2 from back in the day. God, I loved Borderlands 2. What a perfect game. The replayability. I had max builds on all the characters on the PlayStation 3, not on the 4. I have the Handsome Collection on the 4. I think I got one max character on the 4. Once it transferred over to that, once we all transferred over to that system. But, so to summarize, my favorite games, most enjoyable games I've ever played would be any of the THQ Pro Wrestling games from the 64, Need for Speed 2 on the PlayStation, NBA Live 2010, Tiger Woods 2010 for the PlayStation 3, and GTA 5 on the 4. Although I played on the 3 as well. I had a lot of fun playing GTA Online on the 3, for sure. But the 4 is where it really shines, I feel like. So I hope that adequately answered your question, my dude. And I appreciate your question. That put me on track for a nice little monologue there. Good shit. I will say this on an individual level, because all those experiences are shared experiences. That's why they were so powerful and so much fun and so good for me. That's why I love those games so much, because you could collaborate. You could play with somebody else, you know? Like it wasn't just about me. If I'm thinking of a just about me game, the second of the Rocksteady Batman games, what was that? Arkham Knight? Was that the second one? I think, oh no, Arkham City was the second one. The second one of those Rocksteady Batman games, the Arkham City game. I spent a weekend, beat the crap out of that game in a weekend. Like, not a long story, right, to that game. I played most of the side missions, but I remember picking that up on a Friday, and I had it beat by Monday, but it was the best weekend ever. I just went all in on that game for the entire weekend. That was one of my favorite experiences playing video games, for sure. At the end of the weekend, I was bummed that the game was done, but I was also so excited that not only that I had beaten it, but that I had enjoyed it so much. I felt so fulfilled in those 3 days playing that second Batman game. I was like, wow, I really played the shit out of this game. Like, I played the shit out of it. Like, I locked in for the whole weekend. It was like all I played. I didn't watch any television, didn't check any YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, I just locked in on that game for the entire weekend. It was one of the best weekends of gaming I've ever had. Super bummed that the game wasn't longer. I was like, it sucks that it's over. But I was like, it all concluded appropriately. I beat that with a good pace. I put a good pace on the game. I never felt like I was too stumped by anything, or that anything was too easy. I wasn't walking through it like it was a cakewalk, but I also wasn't like brought to a screeching halt by the difficulty. You know what I mean? When I think of an individual gaming experience, that might be the one, because that was just like I said, a really good weekend. Such a good weekend on that game. I was like, this is like perfect. This is what gaming's supposed to be. I just wish it was a bit longer. And then they came out with that third game that was pretty much all Batmobile, and I was like, well, this is not the point. This is stupid. Did I get this thing, the marker? Did I run right past the marker? Already got it. Okay, good shit. Okay, we're going to go down here then. Ooh, special shout out to Skyrim for most enjoyable game you've ever played. Most enjoyable game, one of the most enjoyable games I've ever played. Definitely Skyrim. Skyrim is so good. But I've only beat it a couple times. But like, I just wanted to see the end of the game, so I beat it. But like, I never really 100% of that game, dude. I know a lot of people that have 100% of that game, and hats off to them. There's just too much there. There's entirely too much. I don't know how you would 100% that game, but technically there are people that have done it. Just, I'm in awe of those people, I'll be honest. It's crazy pants, dude. Oh, there we go. No, I see you. Seriously? You hear my calls. Come back. What are you doing? That's a baby deer, too. That's not even a good deer. I remember the Mr. Freeze fight, though, on that game was really tough. That's the one thing. The one on the Batman game, the second Arkham City, the Mr. Freeze fight was really tough because as soon as you hit him with an attack, that attack didn't work anymore. It was like I remember doing that particular fight like 3 or 4 times, going, God, this is tricky. Because each time you'd hit him with an attack, he'd go, I see what you did there. I won't fall for that again. It was like an audio clip that was stuck in my brain for like the better part of an afternoon as I struggled with that particular boss battle in that game. Oh my God, the Dr. Freeze fight. People talk about that fight as one of the harder fights they ever came across in a video game. Like, it comes up on those lists when people do those lists on YouTube. Toughest boss battles. It comes up because literally each time you hit him with one of your moves, like say you throw your Batwing at him and hit him, and then run in and start hitting him. It's like, I see what you did there. I will adjust and never fall for that again. So then after that, you can throw Batwings all day. It doesn't do any damage to him. He's adjusted. Do you know what I mean? It's like, God damn it. You throw a smoke grenade or whatever, and you dive in there on the smoke grenade while he's confused and punch him in the head a few times. He's like, I see what you've done there. I will adjust my strategy accordingly or whatever. And it's like, now smoke grenades don't work. Or smoke bombs don't work. It's like, bro, it was the most ridiculous fight ever. But when I beat it, I felt so good. I felt like $1 bazillion, dude. I was like, this is amazing. I'm the greatest Batman that's ever lived. I think I bopped the hell out of that deer. Pretty sure I did. Yep. He did. He did. Is this a red deer? What is this? Oh, it's a roe deer. Yeah. I mean, bronze is usually fascinating nostalgia indeed. What is? No, I mean, I can tell you that I love video games. I can tell you all the benchmark games in my life. I think anybody that really loves video games is going to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Or should be able to do that. If you're really a gamer, you should be able to speak to the most influential and important and most enjoyable games you've ever played. I mean, that should be an easy list to compile. You know what I mean? If you really love video games. Because let's face it, there's a lot of B+ video games in the world. A+ games are few and far between. I mean, a lot of them are pretty mutually agreed on by everybody that plays games for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. How many people do you know that have said, "Oh, Skyrim sucks"? Like, come on, bro. That's pretty much universally an incredible game. GTA 5 and its online game, the GTA Online. Like, how many people have you ever heard say, "Oh, I can't play GTA. That game's garbage"? Literally nobody. Some of them are just across the board agreed on, you know? Ooh, special shout out to the week and a half I played that God of War game too. That was so fun. Remember that? That wasn't even that long ago. That was a good gaming experience as well. Shout out to that one. I remember that. I beat the crap out of that game. I didn't even set it to a super hard difficulty, but I didn't set it to an easy one either. I just went through that game. That game had, bro, what a great game that one. With the story, everything, bro. That game was strong. I really liked that game. I got stumped on a couple of puzzles a little bit, but I don't know how many. I did a bunch of different recordings of that one, though. I did like an episodic on that guy. But yeah, I really liked that the newest God of War game. That game was so good. I think about that one the same way I think about that second Batman game. Same thing. Like, it's just I went through that game. And the story was compelling, and the characters were fun, and the gameplay was fantastic. There's one right there. Ah, damn it, from here I can't see it. Okay, I'll do it from right here. Shot it right in the back of its neck. Manu Ginobili. That was Cormie's guy. Cormie's like, do we have Ginobili on our team? I was like, of course we have Ginobili on our team. He's like, all right, cool. As long as we have Ginobili. I was like, Nobles? We're gonna get Nobles on the Sonics. Don't worry about it. I'd trade for Ginobili for him. At that time, Dirt really liked Blake Griffin because Blake Griffin had just came into the league and was like jumping out of the gym, Mozgov people. So when Dirt was over, Dirt's like, you got Blake Griffin? I'm like, I got Blake Griffin, bro. Of course I got Blake Griffin. What are you talking about? So we get Blake Griffin on the team for Dirt. I would always grab whatever point guard I was high on at the time. It's snow on the GTA. I know, bro. I was in the Christmas sweater. You didn't see that on the Instagram? Bro, I already did my bah humbug. My niece Becca was over yesterday afternoon before I went to dinner over with them. And we were playing a little GTA because she wanted to mess with it. And I was like, all right, we need to get into a proper Christmas outfit. We're definitely going to do some GTA in the next couple days. We're going to take advantage of that snow. We're going to play some GTA in the snow. And we're all going to wear Christmas sweaters. I already posted a picture. My guy's Christmased out. I haven't saved it. I want to tweak it a little bit, but I'm going to save it to a slot in my styles. You know what I mean? We all got to get our Christmas on. We got a Christmas sweater up and go cause a little chaos on that before the snow goes away. I don't know, maybe do it Monday? I'm thinking maybe Monday. Because, well, I would normally take Monday off. I took Friday off. So I'm thinking I'm going to record Monday. And if I do, it'll probably be GTA. Because, like you said, the snow. You got to take advantage of that snow, dude. Can't let it sneak by without us getting a little time in on that GTA. Plus, I kind of want to play some Minecraft at some point today, maybe later. I don't know what time. How early is it? It's still pretty early, right? It's 10:30. It's not that early. But I wouldn't mind playing some Minecraft later either, dude. I want to cobble up that road I've already secured, you know, for the railway or whatever. I like Ty's idea to glass it off too, bro. I'll be honest with you. We might all have to start collecting sand and burning off some glass. You know what I mean? We're gonna need so much glass. But I like Ty's idea. Like, first we cobble it, right? Make it a clean cobbled path. But then I don't hate Ty's idea to like glass tunnel it. So the railway itself is just fully enclosed in glass, so nothing can fuck with the railway. You know what I mean? Because in some of the areas it'll be tough. Like, there will be things on the track that'll fuck us up and ruin our, you know, our railroad or whatever, our train tracks. I think the idea has to be first to cobble, obviously, but second to enclose it in glass, which I think will take so much sand and so much glass and so many pieces of coal to burn off that sand into glass. But I think it could be really dope to have like a glass railway, dude, by the time it's all done. Short of the areas where we go through a mountain or whatever. Obviously, those don't need to be glass, but I think it could be really good, dude. It's a project I'm actually excited about on Minecraft, you know? As far as a big project goes, like a super sick railway, like, I'm actually pretty hyped about. I think that'd be super cool, dude. I've never really done that before, you know? I've done little railway things, like on the Secret Build map and stuff. We did some railways, short railways, but this is like a pretty healthy sized one that we got going from you to me, you know what I mean, Paul? So I'm pretty stoked about it. And I like the idea of feeling safe on the railway. Once you get into the rail cart and hit the button to go, I don't want you to be like, oh, I hope I don't hit a sheep, hope I don't hit a sheep, hope I don't hit a sheep. You know what I mean? I'm thinking so, Paul. Or we just play some Minecraft later, if you're into that. Everybody could just, it doesn't have to be a stream either. We could just get on Minecraft for a bit. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell did I put this? Oh, there's a camp over here. Where's the camp? I'm missing it here. I don't see it. It's up on the hill. Where the hell is the camp? I'm at the marker. What the heck's going on around here? What the heck fire is going on over here, Terry? Okay, there it is. Right there. Oh, golly, Gene. I don't know. Ooh, Yeah, Minecraft's cool. I like that game, man. It's very chill. It's a nice game to relax on while, you know, hanging out doing other things, you know what I mean? It's got a real calm vibe. I mean, the whole survival component of it with the zombies is a little annoying, but for the most part, like once you get yourself into a pretty secure position, unless you're just wilding out being stupid, for the most part, it's just chill. It can be a pretty chill experience, you know? Dude, I'll say this. I like this Spain map. I'm not seeing a lot of animals on this map, but I do like this map. This map's cool. The topographical situation is very unique. Lots of little cool, like, you know. Okay, I'm getting too far that way now. I gotta... Is there a way to cross here? There really isn't. I guess we gotta go this way. Gotta make my way up this mountain into the wind. That's not good. Truth be told, at some point I should probably just get an ATV and run this thing out. You know what I mean? I probably ought to just run this thing out a bit. Just drive around and collect all these, open all these spots up so I can explore, you know? That should be the first day, honestly, on any new map like this, is just grab the ATV, do the giant circle, unlock all the, you know, all these checkpoints and, you know, lookout towers and whatnot all over the map. Make sure you secured all your outposts so you have all the places that you need to jump to. I mean, most people probably do that. I've just walked and I've covered this much ground. So it's going to be a while unless I figure out, I might just get an ATV out and do this real quick, but also that like defeats the purpose of wandering and exploring and finding, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily, I mean, I've already kind of put it on me, myself, stroke. I already kind of put it on myself to open up this map in one day. I don't have to do that. I can start chipping away at this map over the next couple of Sundays, you know what I mean? Technically, we're only an hour and a half into this stream, so like I want to get to at least a 2-hour mark, 2.5 hour mark on this thing before I call it a day, so that I could secure the left side of this map pretty handily, I think. It's just pure fun. True. Very true. I agree with that. Yeah, I really like Minecraft. It's collaborative too, which is cool, but like it doesn't have to be, you know? It has the potential for collaboration, but situational collaboration, you know? Like, hey, we all need some gold for this railway. Time to start chipping in. We will need everybody to collect some sand and burn off some glass, you know what I mean? Ooh. That we will need. Hell yeah. Everyone enjoys it. Well, I don't know if everybody enjoys architecture, but more people enjoy it than hate it, I would imagine, probably, right? An architect killed my dad. I hate architecture. You know, there's got to be those guys. Those guys must exist, right? True. What the hell? That wasn't what I was trying to do. Wrong way. Damn it, wrong way. Come on. This way. There we go. Piggy, 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 piggy. Come on, piggy, piggy, piggy. I know you're out there. You think you're slick. You're not that slick, piggy, piggy, piggy. Sand is easy to farm. Iron shovel is fast. Yeah, true. Yeah, and I know that there's one of my T lines has sand like less than a map away. It's super close. I think directly behind my mountain, there's like a sand biome just right there. It'd just be about going over there and, you know, resourcing it out. And then just fill up all my ovens with coal and just hard stack 64s into all 6 of my ovens or whatever and just burn off a ton of glass. And then go about my day and then come back and switch out the 64 stacks for new sand and burn it off, you know? I'm just saying everybody needs to fill their... We'll probably need to put it on the gold and probably fill all their stoves up with sand, you know, at some point when we're playing, just to kind of like get a nice surplus of glass going. Because we'll need like more than a chest full of glass probably to... Like a couple of chests full of glass to cover the railway, you know? Because that's going to be pretty significant amount of glass. Gamble all. What's up? Gamble all. My bad. Caps. Yeah, I don't know if it'll acknowledge the caps or not. Streamlabs. That's actually an interesting experiment. That's actually an interesting experiment. Let's see if it does anything with the gamble all. If you have it in caps. Rolled 8. Yeah, it'll do that just fine with the caps. You have 0 lightning bolts. Jesus, buddy. You only had 10. Were you sitting in here the whole time just to get those 10? Bro, I think you gotta comment in the chat to get more bolts, I think. Roll at 58. Paul has 200 lightning bolts and now has 3,605 lightning bolts. Damn, nice, bud. Secured yourself a couple hundred bolts. That's dope. Ooh, red deer, yes. I was waiting for some red deer to happen. I'm waiting all day to have a shot at a red deer. I really have. Wind's okay? Okay, this could be good. Bolts! What's up, Kyle Quick? How's it going, buddy? You have 10 lightning bolts. What? Only 10? Kyle, did you gamble away all your bolts already? Up that direction is a red deer. I'd like to shoot a red deer. Rest in peace, Pistons, though. What? What are you talking about? When? What happened to the Pistons? Pistons are going to be fine, bro. We're slow rolling people. We're trying to convince everybody that we suck, and then we're going to smash everybody. Watch. Every year, that's how we do it. There we go. I see antlers. Ooh, I see antlers. There it is. See. Oh, come over the hill, please. I see you. I see you. I want to shoot it right in the face right there, but I'm not going to. Those are good antlers. I want that. Got smacked by the Bulls last night? The Wizards got us? When did the Wizards get us? What are you talking about? That can't be true. I don't believe it. Well, we're out Reggie Jackson. We're out Blake Griffin. So, I mean, they didn't really beat the Pistons, let's be honest. I better have been able to shoot through that tree. You can beat us but lose to the worst team in the Yeah, I know. So what does that make your team, bro? Got him. Paul, we got him. Here's all I'm saying. We're missing a lot of people, bro. We actually are. Like, all jokes aside. Reggie Jackson's been off and on the court all year long. Same with Blake Griffin. We have no consistency, bro. Kennard, I saw highlights from the other night. Where was Kennard, dude? Like, where was Kennard actually at all game? Like, where was Kennard, dude? The Brown guy's playing point guard. Derrick Rose is still coming off the bench, even though, like, if Reggie's down, then Derrick Rose, why aren't you starting? So many things, bro. Gordon is another 15-point per game. We need to come play. Yeah, well, I mean, I hope he's healthy by playoffs, bro. I was Kyle Quick's friend. I know, but now it's like I hate his guts, dude. Rose should start. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm going to mail him some toenails. Hell yeah, Paul. That's Paul's move. That means he likes you if he mails you toenails, dude. No, I think we need to start Kennard. I know he's defensive liability a little bit because he gets bullied on defense, but his offense is there. We need to start working to get Kennard off-screen looks, like a Rip Hamilton, like a Ray Allen, like that. We need Blake to be healthy. He hasn't been healthy all year. We need to get past this idea that Reggie Jackson is going to be our guy. We need to either go all in on Derrick Rose and find a quality backup in free agency and or draft next year. We need to do something. We need to move past fucking Reggie Jackson. It's not the play. It's just not the play. We should also be really, hopefully we're really focusing on Diombo, or whatever the hell his name is, that kid we drafted this year. Because I haven't seen him on the court much. I really hope he develops fast because we need him. That swing three that can, like, play some strong defense and run the floor. Like, if he becomes even a fraction of the Giannis that they're projecting him to be, like, the Detroit might have gotten themselves a Giannis, time will tell, is what everybody was saying when we drafted that kid. He needs to hurry up and get his feet under him. We can't have him out there Bambi on ice. That and Thon Maker is pissing me off. The fuck is Thon Maker doing all the damn time? Bucks versus Rockets in 2020 finals changed my mind. Dude, I think the Rockets are uniquely equipped to beat LA. I do think that. And it sucks that I have to half root for the Rockets because I actually think I like the Rockets more than the Lakers this year. I do think Bucks are probably the front runner for the East, yeah. Although I think Miami has something to say. Maybe not against the Bucks, but in general I think Miami has something to say. I think Boston has something to say. I think Toronto still has something to say. So I think the East is more exciting than the West this year. Because I feel like a lot of the teams in the West that were good have kind of fallen off a little bit. I still think if the Clippers and the Rockets meet at any point in the playoffs, that will be the best series in the playoffs to watch. Because just off of that game the other night, just like, wow. We still ain't got guarded. Ha ha, you're worse than the Hornets. Who's worse than the Hornets? See how he takes shots, dude? See how he completely takes shots, dude? Yo, what's up, Silent Ninja? How's it going, buddy? I feel like you're in a unique position. The way Houston plays could hurt the Lakers. I hear wolves. That's not good. I'm about to get killed. Okay. I also think that Denver's in a unique position to beat the Lakers. I know not by way of Josic by any stretch, but the fact that they have perimeter shooters. I think you beat LA by out shooting them. I mean, that's what the Bucks did, right? In a vacuum, one game doesn't really mean anything. Johnson will probably never shoot that well from the 3-point line again. But what did they do? They basically stretched the floor. Like, oh, you got 5 impressive bigs. Good job, LA. Here's 6 shooters. How many shooters you got? Oh, right, 1. Danny Green. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you beat the Lakers by just stretching the floor. So if you have Eric Gordon, I get it, Kyle Quick, and Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, and, Tucker from the corner, and, the list goes on and on. Gerald Green, all motherfucking Austin Rivers, you guys can all hit threes. And assuming you run that straight up D'Antoni playoff offense that you always try and run, that's how you beat the Lakers. You stretch the floor and you shoot threes. I know the Lakers beat the Nuggets already. One game, we're talking about the regular season, it doesn't mean anything. I'm saying the way the Nuggets play basketball, stretching the floor, pivot big man for open threes for the 2 or 3 other players on the floor, out there on the perimeter, the way they play inside out is interesting. Drop it into Josic, get the suck, and then kick it out to shooters. I think that's how you beat Lakers. And I think Houston's in a position to do that. I think the Clippers kind of are in a position to do that. And I think Denver's in a position to do that in the West. Wonder if you're a Warriors fan. Who? Alright, I gotta go this way. Yeah, just remember I said, if you guys get near a championship, it won't be because of Harden. It'll be because of Westbrook. Harden will give you a record to secure you a record regular season wise that'll put you in a position to get near a championship. But when it comes playoff time and Harden goes to dog shit like he always does and fucking falls apart in the big moments, Westbrook will not fall apart. So while you can malign him and say, well, he's lucky that he's playing with Harden for the regular season, yeah, you're probably right. Once the playoffs hit, mark my fucking words, Westbrook is ready. Is ready. He's the only reason why the Thunder back in the day got to the finals. Like, he's the only reason why the Rockets will make any kind of a play in the West this year, in my opinion. Harden will do what Harden does, but we've seen Harden do what Harden does for 3 years straight. Doesn't mean anything. You don't get anywhere that way. Keep doing what you do, Harden. Doesn't win you championships, doesn't win you conference finals, doesn't win you... You know what I mean? The difference is Westbrook, so you can talk all your shit and be, oh, Harden's the best scorer in the game, and blah, 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 blah. So was Melo for a handful of years. How many rings does he got? Exactly, same amount as Harden. So what I'm saying is, if you get farther than you did last year, it will be because of Westbrook, not because of Harden. Because Harden's game has not evolved at all. He's exactly the same player. They've done a good job in Houston of putting pieces around him like Westbrook, people that can cover every fucking hole in his game, like, say, defense, like, say, well, he passes, but it's how many of them are alley-oops to Capella, drop away, fucking here you go, passes to Capella. Let's be honest. Westbrook's not really a passer. Harden's not really a passer. In my personal, again, this is all my personal opinion, feel free to disagree. But in my personal opinion, Harden's not a passer, Harden's an alley-ooper. I think there's a difference. While Westbrook pressures to facilitate the same way that Harden does, it's different. And I think the eye test is all I have to go on with this, so I don't really have a statistical leg to stand on here. I appreciate this is all just opinion from me. But, bro, between Harden and Westbrook, Harden is actually a passer. I'm sorry, Harden is an alley-ooper. Westbrook is actually a passer. There's a difference. There is a difference. This is what I'm saying. Which is fine, but if that's what you're going with, if that's what you're going to go with against the Lakers, try and throw the alley-oop when you have fucking JaVale McGee and Anthony Davis in that paint with Capella. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll get a few through, but it'll be a lot less than you would against most teams, is all I'm saying. If that's your offense going into the playoffs against a team with like 5 bigs, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, fucking LeBron can play down there to some degree, Anthony Davis, the best defensive player in the league this year, like, that's a tough paint to throw an alley-oop in, you would think. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. What happened when they played this year? We'll just have to see, dude. All the things that Westbrook does, though, the transition, the defense, the passing, the rebounding, like all the things he makes a priority are all things that Harden does if it's if it's right there. Do you know what I mean? Westbrook does all those things even when they aren't right there. I think he fills in all the gaps that Harden has. And I'm not even. This is like me complimenting your team. Like, you can take offense to it, Kyle, all you want, but like, my eye test, just what I'm seeing, Westbrook is covering all the fucking deficits Harden has. And in doing so, while he may not be putting up God numbers every night, Sports Center highlights every night, he's doing the dirty work, the actual work that will win you a championship and or get you near a championship. You won't sniff a championship with just Harden. You won't. So now that you have Westbrook, you're in the conversation, and you're welcome. Westbrook allowed you to be in the conversation. You're welcome. That's my 2 cents. And again, all just my opinion. Because let's be honest, how many times in a row does Harden have a God year, go to the playoffs and get shit on, and then how many times in a row are you going to start the next year going, no, this time we're going to do it? No, bro, 3 times in a row. I mean, that's, come on. What are we doing here? Yeah, compliments Harden very well. He fills in all the gaps, bro. He quietly Scottie Pippins the fuck out of Harden's Jordan, if you want to make that comparison, which I don't make that comparison, by the way. When Harden's taken on the world and does eventually get tired because it's exhausting to take on the world, he finally has his Pippen, somebody that can be like, I got part of that load, let me catch it for right now. Let's be real. When you guys smashed the shit out of somebody the other night, 28 for Harden, 40 for, was it the Spurs? 40 for Westbrook? Come on. Harden had an off night. You can't afford to have an off night when you're just Harden all by yourself with the Rockets. Now you got Westbrook going, you're not having a good night? Got you. Let's get it. Murray started getting into him a little bit. It got contentious. Murray was fucking up Harden a little bit. Harden turned into the turtley little fuck that he always is. And Westbrook was like, okay, I got you, bro. Watch me fuck this team up like I used to do in OKC with nobody. That's all I'm saying. And I think Westbrook's a giant step up from Chris Paul. So you can make the case that, well, Chris Paul's always carried Harden, so, like, Harden's never done it by himself. Like, yeah, nobody does it by themselves. It's 5-on-5 basketball, right? Like, he got double teamed all game. Well, exactly. And you could do that to Harden for the last 3 years. You can't now. Westbrook. This is what I'm saying. I'm not on your team, but I'm Westbrook on your team. You get me? Like, I can't say bad shit about Westbrook. I love that dude. That dude's basketball makes me so happy. The way he plays the game makes me so happy, dude. Yeah, does he push a little too hard? Sure. They put Bev and Kawhi on Westbrook. Yeah, and then it was Harden's night against the Clippers. That's the thing. Now you have a double-headed snake, dude. And I feel like all the shine goes to fucking Harden. It's like, dude, stop. Give Harden the MVP however many years in a row you want. He gets his ass kicked in the playoffs. The difference will be Westbrook. Why are we not talking about that? That's all I'm saying. And again, I'm an enormous Westbrook fanboy, so take it all with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm still seriously riding on Westbrook's nuts. Like, he's my favorite player. Doesn't need a shoot. Hey, Lennon. Hey, Nick. Any luck? A little bit of luck. What's up, Lennon? How's it going, buddy? Good morning. Lennon, today I'm mostly just exploring this new Spain map that I got. See how it's not all highlighted? Yeah. I just bought this map today, so I'm just kind of walking around, shooting a few things, but walking around, opening up the map right now, currently. He does help the mid-range. He helps the pressure to the pass. He makes it impossible for you to really double Westbrook anymore. Unless you want to leave Harden, rather. It makes it impossible for you to really double Harden. Plus, he rebounds well. He runs the floor well. He gets up and down the court fast. Like, Houston has a legitimate fast break now. Where before you had like a Harden fast break where he kind of like went up the floor hoping someone would catch up to him so he could chase that foul, you know? Like, now you really have a fast break. Now the defense is like, oh, fuck, Westbrook caught that rebound and he's at our rim. Shit. You know what I mean? Plus, he is that motherfucker. Put him in the high-stakes game. Put Westbrook in the high-stakes game. I promise you he's going to shine bright like a fucking diamond, dude. That's what he is. That's who he is. If he could just get to the fucking... Dude, I've said this all before. You guys have all heard this before. Yeah, Westbrook was the best thing that ever happened to Harden in OKC, and he's the best thing that ever happened to Harden in Houston. Keep talking all your shine about Harden, we all know that actually know basketball. No, it had nothing to do with Harden, dude. Got him ejected and same for Lou. Yep, this is true. I saw that part. That part was fan-fucking-tastic, dude. He's waving at him as he got his 6th foul, and everybody on the Rockets is like, Russ, what are you doing? Come on. He's like, no, fuck that guy. Goodbye. That shit was great. You can make a case, though, that the refs got a little too into that game. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes the refs can do that with a basketball game. They get a little too... And listen, it's one game. I still maintain that that would be the best playoff series, would be the Clippers and the Rockets. That would be an insane playoff series. That would be the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the most fun in the playoffs, would be that. How do I have a skill point all of a sudden? Hold on. I want this one, I think. Lakers would get swept. Maybe. I mean, we saw them play one game against each other this year. It's one game. Who knows? See ya, you crap. Dude, I love Westbrook, bro. Because he holds a grudge. That motherfucker put him out for a year. Diving at his knee on a timeout, dude. Like, fuck Beverly. Well, I love Beverly, actually. I literally love the way that guy plays basketball. But I'm a Westbrook fan, so fuck Beverly. You know? When those two are playing each other, fuck Beverly. When Beverly's playing everybody else, I'm on Team Beverly all day long. But, bro, again, one game, Kyle. I'm not ready to overreact over one game, dude. Anybody could have an off night. How do you know they weren't out drinking the night before? How do you know that the entire Lakers team wasn't completely hungover? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always hesitant with that. People are too quick to go, well, they beat him on the 3rd of September, so that means that they're going to beat him every time they play. No, dude, it's one game. Anybody can beat anybody one game, bro. It's when you start to see a trend. Like, say, a team can't pick up. A team doesn't guard the three-point line. Like, the Lakers. Here's a trend. Here's a trend I've seen. The Lakers do not guard the three as well as people would like to believe. That's a trend I'm seeing. They're slow to pick up the three-point line. And that includes LeBron. They're slow to pick up the three-point line. That might be a problem. That's a trend I've seen over the course of however many games of highlights and whatever and recaps that I've seen this year. I don't feel like the Lakers are interested in guarding the three. I feel like they think, well, the Warriors are out of it, so we don't got to guard the three anymore. No, you do. There's still a lot of teams that can shoot. Just because the Warriors aren't out there splashing 40 threes a game doesn't mean there aren't a lot of teams that can shoot the three. And I feel like the Lakers need to be a lot better at guarding the three-point line. Their perimeter defense is dog shit. And over all the games I've seen of them this year, their perimeter defense is a question mark. It's a giant question mark. Can they control the paint? Absolutely. They have all the personnel to do that. No question. So if you're an attack the rim kind of a team or a push it into the big man kind of a team, you're probably in trouble against the Lakers. That's probably a safe bet. But I don't think they defend the three as well as I think they do. Great teams for example, the Bucks were shooting ungodly from the three-point line. Mavs, Clippers, the Mavs, again, shot ungodly from the three-point line. The trend, the theme, as you watch the recaps, the 10-minute recaps of those on YouTube, if you watch some of those games you just referenced, watch those games and tell me they're picking up that three-point line. Because they're not. The Lakers are doing a great job defending the rim. Great job, but they do not pick up the three-point line as well as they should. And I think that presents a problem against a lot of teams. If Miami goes on a wild run and gets to the final, I want Miami to get to the final so bad. Here's why. Because that team is built, I feel like, is built to beat the Lakers. Because they're not trying to score inside. At all. I think Jimmy Butler can give fucking LeBron a hard time. Nobody stops LeBron, but I think he could give him a hard time. I think they have so much shooting on that Miami team. Same thing with Milwaukee. Milwaukee's got a lot of shooters. I think Giannis can give LeBron a really hard time. I don't know what they do with Anthony Davis. I feel like Anthony Davis will probably win him 2 games in a series. Bucks versus Lakers. You know what I mean? Luka is ridiculous. It's amazing. Damn, they go crazy with the basketball knowledge. I think we got to be very careful about going, well, this team beat this team. I hate that. I hate that. That's why there's 82 games in a season, and that's why the playoffs are 7-game series. You know what I mean? Like any team. These are all professional athletes. Any team can beat any team one night. That's the thing. Like, you gotta look deeper than that, bro. If we're gonna have an intelligent conversation, and I do believe we're having a relatively intelligent conversation about basketball, albeit a little bit jaded because there's certain players I like, certain players I don't like, right? But if we're gonna have a truly intelligent conversation about basketball, let's talk deeper than this team beat this team, so this team's better than this team. That's so small, guys. We're better than that. Do we love basketball, or do we love going, my team beat your team? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta look deeper than that, in my personal opinion. Miami's a dope team. It's a fun team, dude. And I was like, why the fuck did Butler go there? It didn't make any sense to me. But to watch all that young talent over there in Miami, and they got a fucking steal out of that Nunn guy. That Nunn kid, nobody saw that kid coming. But, and then add to that Tyler Hero and that Robinson kid, who is shooting way better than I thought he would. That white boy that they have the 4. They're playing an interesting kind of basketball over there in Miami. Plus, they clamp. Their defense is really good. Really good. They got a bruiser in fucking Olenek. They got some okay depth. Miles Leonard, Olenek. They got that Bam Adebayo kid. Their bench is not bad with Justice Winslow and them boys. Tyler Hero comes off the bench. Goran Dragic comes off the bench. They have a stout second unit. Miami's dangerous. I contend that Miami it will be a bracket buster in the East. Duncan Robinson is insane. Dude, he's a shooter. Like, he's unapologetic. That boy's trying to shoot. Now, answer me this. He plays power forward for them, correct? So he'd be the motherfucker. Anthony Davis has got to sit out there on the three-point line with that kid, no? Right? That weakens your nobody's getting to our rim philosophy that they have in LA, doesn't it, a little bit? Positionally, that would be very interesting, wouldn't it? Other end of the ball, you're in trouble because Anthony Davis bullies the fuck out of Duncan on the other side for 2 points a possession, every possession. He could get 100 points against that kid. But if we're going to go 2 points from Anthony Davis on one end to Anthony Davis out of the paint, affording you lots of opportunities in space, and Anthony Davis for a whole series having to chase somebody off the three-point line. You don't think that's exhausting for Anthony Davis? Come on. What are we talking about? Now, can Miami beat the Bucks in a 7-game series? Probably not. Can Miami beat Philadelphia in a 7-game series? Maybe. Probably not, though. Depends on how well their guards are shooting. Lakers versus Nuggets tonight. I have Nuggets if it's not about Josic. I have Lakers if they try and make it about Josic. If Denver tries to make it about Josic, it's Lakers all day long. They have all the personnel to put fouls on Josic, to make him uncomfortable, to bully him in the paint. But if Barton goes nuts, if Murray goes nuts, if fucking, what's that other kid, Beasley or whatever, if they all score 20, all those little guards they have in Denver, they all get 15, 20 points, Lakers in trouble. Can't wait till Christmas. We play the Warriors. Rockets play the Warriors on Christmas. That's an early Christmas present right there. But any given game, anybody can beat anybody, bro. Leonard, Johnson, Kelly, Dragic, Hero, Butler. Who can't shoot? That's what I'm saying, bro. They have a pretty... I like Miami, dude. There's a reason I put that point guard of mine in Miami. I mean, one, they only had the single star in Butler, so I was like, there's going to be room for me here to be the other star. But two, that's a fucking fun team, dude. I like that team. I hop all over the place with basketball, though. You guys know that. I mean, I have my teams. Detroit and Oklahoma City are my teams. Oklahoma City is quietly having a good year. Like, not a great year, but they're beating some teams. They're competitive with really strong teams and beating some teams. Their record isn't horrible. I don't know. You'd have to Google it. I don't know what it is exactly, but they're not the worst team in the league. I really thought they were going to shit a hard bed, dude, but... The Spurs have young talent and old talent. I think the old talent needs to get out of the way for the young talent a little bit. I think Popovich is a fucking genius, but the game is moving past him a little bit, and that's okay. No coach coaches forever. So I feel like this might be the first year in, 15-something years they haven't made the playoffs? Since Popovich has been the coach or some shit, they've always at least made the playoffs. I don't know if they're making the playoffs this year. Although the West is weaker than it's ever been, so if there's a chance they'll make the playoffs, just on the weakness of the West. You know what I mean? So many good teams aren't good this year. My secret underdog, super fun to watch teams, though, are Miami and Dallas. Those are not my favorite teams. My favorite teams are OKC and Detroit. Obviously, you guys know that. But the fun to watch teams, as far as like watching the recap highlights, Love watching Dallas highlights with Luka and even the unicorn. Porzingis is playing great too. Love watching those two teams. The Dallas and Miami highlights are my favorite highlights right now, these days. That's been so much. Brought me so much joy. I like watching the Lakers highlights because I'm trying to find the holes. I do think the holes are perimeter defense. The hole for the Lakers is perimeter defense. There's the Nuggets, the Lakers, Mavericks, Clippers, Rockets. Yeah, that's the West pretty much, yeah. Yeah, the Jazz have been a bust, bro. Like, I really thought the Jazz would be better. I really did. But they're leaning so heavy on Bogdanovich, whatever the fuck his name is. Some goony ass, like, small forward white boy. Like, that's your leader? That's the guy? Donovan Mitchell has plateaued a little bit. He's still a very, very solid pro, but I think when he had that huge first year, everybody was like, "Oh my God, he's the next Allen Iverson, whatever Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, he's the next whatever everybody's real high on this kid. He's a dope player, he's a beast, but I don't know. I don't think he's enough. They have good players, bro. I love Joe Ingles. He's one of my secret favorite players on the league. Just plays like an old man at the rec. Gobert's getting old. Tall guys like that don't play. Their mobility goes to shit eventually, and I feel like his has. Gobert's difficult right now. He used to be that motherfucker. I don't think he's that motherfucker anymore. Where am I going? Oh my God, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I gotta go that way. I don't know. It's interesting. The East is still the weak conference, I feel like. But is it? Because I feel like it's more competitive than ever. Was that another bunny? Yeah. I'm annoyed with those bunnies. I wish they hadn't added bunnies to this game. Yeah, Conley's not having a good year either. Conley's having a really tough year. I really thought that was an upgrade at point for them. Going from Rubio to Conley, you know? I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I was talking about it early in the year before the season started. I was like, bro, I think Utah's going to be interesting. I also said I thought Sacramento was going to be interesting. Boy, did I miss the mark on that one. That is such a shit show over there, dude. They have such talent over there, too. And beat and Heat. You got Raps, Bucks, 76ers, and Heat. Yeah. Well, actually, I might change out 76ers and Celtics, personally, because I'm not convinced Embiid and Simmons is enough to win anything. I'm just not. I'm just not convinced. Yeah, I mean, I like Nate McMillan and everything, but that's another one. Oladipo was playing like a god, but Oladipo and Donovan Mitchell are in the same camp for me. They're both dope-ass players, but let's not pretend like they can carry a franchise, because they have never. You know what I mean? I think they're both waiting for their second piece, those two. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Kyle. I like Embiid, but I think, let's be honest, if he plays against real teams, he's in trouble. He's cottontail tissue on defense. He likes to pretend like he's holding shit down. I've actually been watching more football than basketball. Oh my God, you're fired. Trade Embiid for Cat. Ugh, I don't like Cat any more than I like Embiid, though. Karl Anthony Towns, another one, dude. Like, I'm not sure either of those two actually play real defense. I watched the highlights, and again, these are just the highlights. But I don't see the presence from them in the paint that I expect to see from a franchise big man, you know? I don't know. I feel like Embiid talks a good game, but he gets pushed around in that paint, dude. And Cat, on the other hand, like, I've never seen a 7-footer more excited to shoot a three. Like, get out of my face with that, dude. Get in there and do the dirty work, my dude. But even if Cat's God mode scoring 60 points a game, that fucking Timberwolves aren't viable. They just don't have enough of anything, I feel like. Again, personal opinion. What do I know? But, bro, they're just not viable. It's not fun to watch. Ooh, D'Lo would be kind of, well, I'd love to see Booker go somewhere where he could get some fucking shine, bro, because that kid's dope. The kid's really dope, and I think an offense needs to be built around him. I know they've done their best to do their to do some fucking make sure Booker touches it a certain amount of times over there in Phoenix. But, bro, they need to build an offense around Booker. Because his offense is automatic, and you can count on it. Yeah, the Sixers getting rid of Richardson and... wait, I think they got rid of Richardson. Getting rid of Richardson and getting rid of Redick and a handful of their other shooters was a misstep, for sure. The real misstep, though, is acting like there's some sort of clamp team. You know what I mean? We play Philly tough, do you? Because you talk a good game, but I see Embiid getting dunked on and bullied all game long. I don't see fucking Simmons with any defensive highlights ever. Yeah, I saw that clip too of the Celtics finally put. I like when Brad Stevens is doing this to the crowd, going like, "Come on, you better cheer now, better cheer." And he goes, "All right, taco," and he calls him in. That was a cool moment. Richardson and Horford for Boomer. Who's Boomer? I don't know who Boomer is. Is that a nickname for somebody? Because I'm not familiar with him, I did. I mean, we all know. I've spoke about it at length. We all know I hate the way that this the way that the 76ers built their team, right? I've been pretty vocal about that. Fuck you don't get to shit all over basketball for a decade and then get good. Oh, Booker. Gotcha. Maybe. You might need more than that. You probably want picks as well if you're Phoenix. If you're smart, you'd want picks as well. Because Booker's a franchise player. Fuck it, trade the whole starting lineup. Yep, exactly. No, I like Ben Simmons on paper, but I don't know how that plays. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just don't know how it plays. I like Embiid. The idea of Embiid on paper, I think his offense is fantastic. I love his feints. I love his... I mean, the comparisons to Akeem, at least offensively, have been completely accurate. Like, he's nasty on that block. He can step out and shoot, which he's done a little bit of this year and last year as well. Horford for Millsap. I don't think you give up all that defense from Horford for the decreasing amount of offense that Millsap can provide. Because, let's face it, Millsap's on the long end of his career. Richardson for Redick? Maybe. I mean, Redick needs to get out of New Orleans because Redick has a streak of 15 years making the playoffs, and New Orleans is not making the playoffs. So, Blake and Drummond. Dude, I would take Embiid for Blake. I wouldn't take Embiid for Drummond. Splashman Dan. Hi. What's up, Splash? How's it going, buddy? Morning. Happy Sunday. I don't know. These are all just opinions, guys. I'm just talking out the side of my neck. I just have personal preferences. I just watch entirely too many 10-minute highlight reels of the basketball games from the night before and form too many ridiculous opinions without the real numbers and or facts. So just let's all remember to take it with a grain of salt. I don't know any more than anybody else, guys. I can just speak to what I see just from the film. You know what I mean? Just from the footage. D'Lo, Redick, Harris, Blake, Drummond, and Millsap off the bench. Okay. Where? What are you talking about, Kyle? What team are you building right now? Are we talking about Philly? I feel like everywhere Tobias Harris has ever gone, that team's gotten worse. And I don't say that to be mean to Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is a great player. He's a really, really solid player, but I think he might be a jinx. I'm just going to put this out here. I think he might be a jinx because he was in Orlando. They continually sucked. They still suck, but they seem better since he's gone. Then Tobias landed in Detroit for a hot second. What might have been one of the worst years we've had in a decade. Then he went to Philadelphia, and it's not really going great in Philadelphia with him. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Tobias Harris might be a jinx, dude. Splash Man Dan rolled 73, 160 lightning bolts. Nice, bro. Good shit. Congratulations. He made the Clippers great. Did he make the Clippers great? Okay, he was over there in Clipper City for a little bit, didn't he? Or wasn't he? I forgot about that. Was that in between Detroit and Philadelphia? It was, right? I don't know. I think Tobias Harris might be a jinx, dude. I'm working off a theory that he might be a jinx, dude. Great offensive player. Pretty good defensive player as well. He's not like he's not useless on defense. People make comparisons to Melo just with the way his way he plays the game, you know, which I don't disagree with. He's kind of a broke man's Melo, just offensively. That's his skill set. But he plays a little better defense than Melo, so I don't know if that full comparison's accurate, but. Who's winning Rookie of the Year, by the way, guys? Do we have an opinion on that? I'm not sure I even have an opinion on that. I've been trying to think about that. Like, I mean, you can make a case for none, honestly. Like, he's the starting point guard for the Miami Heat. He's playing like a beast. But who am I sleeping on? Am I sleeping on somebody as a rookie? What rookie is really shining bright this year, guys? We all thought it'd be Zion, but that guy can't stay healthy. 400-pound ass. Can't stay on the court. What is this? What is your list from best to worst sports? Ooh, I may sound stupid, but imagine if the Nuggets got Harris. Be interesting. Well, they got Harris. They got that Porter Jr. kid who sat his rookie year in the league and now is playing this year. They have a Harris. They just need to get him like pro basketball ready. You know what I mean? He needs to get his legs under him a little bit. He's still Bambi on ice, but essentially they have that already. Jay Morant, yeah, true. Jai Morant is probably the guy, isn't he? Yeah, I think that's true. I was sleeping on him. You're absolutely right. John Morant's probably winning. No, that's how you spell it. I think that's how you spell it. It's J-A, right? Maybe J-A-E? It's not J-A-E. I think it's J-A. You spelled it right. I think you spelled it right. The point guard from the Grizzlies is who you're talking about, right, Splash? Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's Morant, right? Morant's winning it. At this point, Morant's winning it. But that's only because he landed in a place where they were like, here's the starting lineup. Do what you will with it. You know what I mean? Like, here's your starting spot. Day one. Like, that gives him a distinct advantage. I mean, he's still shining bright given those minutes, but most rookies aren't even getting those minutes. You know what I mean? They're not even getting the opportunity to shine that bright. That's what sucks. No, the last name, I think. No, that's how you spell the last name. Yeah. I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah, Morant's probably the guy, right? Rookie of the year. Wait, this isn't Luka's rookie year, right? He's already played a year. Yeah. Yeah. Luka's already played a year, right? Or no? Yeah. This is Luka's second year. Morant's your rookie of the year? Yeah. I've been looking really close at that Nunn kid in Miami, but you guys make a great point. Morant's been playing good. He's got big number. It's not going to be R.J. Barrett. I thought it would be Barrett. I still maintain that Barrett's going to have a better pro career than Zion, which is what I was saying before the season started. But God, is Barrett kind of like taking his time, getting his NBA legs under him. It takes certain people longer to get their NBA legs under him, though. Like, to be honest, I do think Barrett's going to be a player. I really do. That might take him a little bit of time. I do not think the MVP is Harden. I think you can make a case for Giannis again. You can make a case for Anthony Davis. I think you should definitely make a case for Anthony Davis. Luka's the fun pick for MVP, but come on. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool if they gave it to Luka. If you can't, again, like you said, Kyle, if he comes back and starts playing like a god after this like ankle injury or whatever, continues to play like he's been playing all year, I think you'd be hard pressed not to give it to him. But I just think that's a long shot. I think white boys don't get any shine. White boys do not get shine in this league, bro. I know that Anthony Davis playing with LeBron is going to probably discount him from being the MVP, but he is making an ungodly impact on that Lakers team. As much as I hate that team, like I'm not an idiot. I watch the same highlights as all y'all watch, right? Like, I'm not dumb. I get it. I see it. His impact on both sides of the floor is like, well, forget about it. How is that fair? They have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, who, in my opinion, is the best all-around complete player in the league. Fuck off, Giannis. Get better. I think Giannis and Anthony Davis head-to-head, Anthony Davis busts his ass. That's how I feel. Dude, he's done everything. He shored up a defense that was a laughingstock last year. He fucking puts up, I don't know how many points a game. Rebounds like a god. Defends the rim. Has moved his range out to the 3-point line with pretty good You know, I don't know what his percentage from the 3-point line this year, but I think it's pretty solid. AD's having a fucking MVP year, bro. It's just he's on the same team with LeBron, so he's just not gonna get it. That's the suck of it, dude. Because like he's doing everything, bro. He's a beast, bro. He has an MVP. Wait, shut up. Does Anthony Davis already have an MVP? He doesn't have an MVP. Oh, you're talking to Splash. Okay. 34% for Giannis MVP. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if Giannis won it again, but honestly, I think I'm really hoping that a white boy like Luka can get his hands on it. I think that'd be dope. I feel like Giannis is the easy choice. Luka Doncic could be the controversial choice. I think the right choice is Anthony Davis. Personally, I think the right choice is Anthony Davis. Because let's face it, they lost 5 or 6 players on that Lakers lineup and gained Anthony Davis, and now suddenly they're unbeatable. Let's not pretend like they didn't have LeBron last year, because they did. Were they unbeatable last year? I know LeBron got injured late in the season, but let's be honest. They had LeBron last year, and a lot of young talent couldn't do shit. We're basically an average team. They kick a lot of that young talent out, bring in Anthony Davis and a couple other pieces, granted, but Anthony Davis, and suddenly they're borderline unbeatable. You don't think any of that has to do with Anthony Davis? I feel like he should be a front runner for the MVP personally. He's playing his best. This is like his best year of basketball he's probably ever played. I don't know if the stats suss that out, but just eye test. I'm just going off eye test. But he's not even going to be in the conversation because he's on the fucking same team as goddamn LeBron, and it's such a bummer, dude. Because as much as I think he handled going to the Lakers the wrong way, Anthony Davis, I mean, his talent is undeniable, bro. The way he plays basketball, undeniable. He's just fucking good at everything. He will pass, Splash. And I take personal offense to that, you bastard. How dare you speak that way about Westbrook on my chat? Jonas does the same thing, just flies to the rim 90% of the time, so now Jonas can't be MVP because he does the same move a lot. Ha, right, that's a fair logic. Kyle got you there, Splash. I don't know. We're how deep into the season are we? We're like what 30 games into the season? We still have the heart of the season left. We still have 50 games. I mean, I don't know how deep are we into the playoff or into the season right now? Like 20, 30 games, 35 games. How deep are we in this? I don't even know how deep we are in the regular season yet. But all I know is we got a lot of basketball left to play. It's a dumb argument. All right, breathe and relax. Why are you yelling? Why is he yelling? Why is he yelling? True. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of season left, guys. But off the rip right now, I think we've said a lot of things today. Let's hope Luka comes back from this ankle and continues to ball out of his mind, because that has been so fun to watch, by the way. That's been the highlight of my season, other than Miami being good again a little bit, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that Miami's got that grimy team mentality thing going on over there. Like, fuck a superstar, we got a super squad, you know what I mean? It's been really cool. Rockets force threes a lot. Yeah, a lot of teams force threes, bro. That's the new league we live in. That's the new basketball we're playing these days. The 3-point line is a layup at this point. It's ridiculous. I hope. Here's what I really hope, and I don't mean to put this juju out there, and I'll knock on wood after I say it, but I really hope Porzingis stays healthy. I don't want to, jinx myself or jinx him. I need Luka to come back from that ankle healthy, and good and strong and stout and not a big deal. We took a little time off, made sure to heal it up properly, but you're 100%. I need Luka to come back 100%. I need Kristaps Porzingis to not get injured at all this year. I am so worried that he's going to catch an injury. Because if he catches an injury, it's over for Luka. He doesn't do it by himself. It's the 1-2 punch of Luka and Kristaps that makes that team so fucking fun to watch. You know what I mean? So they both need to be healthy. Because that will be so much fun to watch all year. Wild boar, huh? Okay, let's wild boar it up then. I love Porzingis. Porzingis is so fun to watch, bro. He's so big, and he's not afraid to go off the dribble and attack the rim. Like, I don't know. I like his game a lot. I love that he steps out and shoots threes, but he's not all about stepping out and shooting threes. There's a lot of bigs that can shoot threes that, like, live on that three-point line. Brooke Lopez, Karl Anthony Towns. There's a lot of these motherfuckers that can shoot a three that are like, oh, that's what I do now. Like, Porzingis always been able to shoot a three, but he's still like, no, let me catch it at 15 feet and operate. Do you know what I mean? Let me chase a rebound off the rim and get a putback. Like, he does the other things. Yeah, he's really good at shooting the three. He's an incredible shooter for 7'2". But bro, he also his 7'3" and mobile. It's insane. It's ridiculous, and that's why I worry about him a little bit. I worry he's going to get injured because playing that way, you're going to run into some shit. You know what I mean? Durability is a concern when you play that kind of basketball. I'm so concerned for him long term, but more short term. Really, I want him to be healthy this year. I'd like him and Luka to take a real look at it. If they can make the playoffs, maybe bracket bust a little bit in the West. I think that could be cool. I'm not calling championship. I just think they're in the conversation, or at least should be in this conversation, especially since Carlisle, their coach, is a beast of a coach and has outcoached a fucking superstar squad in Miami. Let's not forget. They have the exact same coach that took Dirk Nowitzki's old 40-year-old ass and Jason Kidd's old 40-year-old ass and Jason Terry's 40-year-old ass and beat the shit out of the Miami Heat with LeBron in his prime, D Wade in his prime, Chris Bosh in his prime. You know what I mean? Carlisle's a smooth motherfucker. He's a brain, dude. Basketball brain. And to have a couple of white boys over there in Dallas doing a little work with that coach on the bench, securing a fucking offense and a defensive scheme that can beat people, it could be really fucking cool, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, as long as Kristaps stays healthy and Luka continues to be Luka, bro, it could be really fun. It could be a super underdog story. I could get behind it. You know what I mean? I'm saying, bro, it's the white boy of it all, bro. How often do us white boys get a shine at all in basketball? Larry Bird, fucking... right? Like, who? Name another one. Heat are more fun to watch, you think? Well, those are my two, like, fun to watch teams. I like Dallas in the West. I think they're fun to watch. Fucking love Miami in the East. Super fun to watch. I don't miss highlights of either of those teams. Just because I like the way they're playing basketball. I also, of course, watch my Pistons. I watch all the highlights every morning, but... yeah, he was like a 79 last year. Bird, Stockton. Yeah, Stockton. Definitely Stockton. How do I forget my favorite player? That's ridiculous. In 2K, what the fuck? And he is injured. Yeah, well, he hurt his ankle. He sprained it. It doesn't sound like it's that serious. They're just being extra careful. Don't put that juju on him, Splash. How dare you? Alright, well, that warthog's not going to come over this way, so screw that noise. We're going up the hill to this lookout point. You forgot Bill Laimbeer, unsub. You son of a bitch, Paul. No, I didn't. He's not a great player. We're talking about great players. I love Bill Laimbeer. He's a goon. He's not a great player. Let's not pretend he's a great player, bud. He was one of the first stretch fives. I will say that. Gotta give him credit for that. That boy could hit a three. Bill Laimbeer would hit that top of the key three. Like he was one of the first stretch bigs. But let's not call him a great player. Let's be objective, Paul. I love him as much as anybody. I promise you I do. Not trying to take a shot at him. But let's not call him a great player. His ability to get inside the heads of great players should be applauded and should be taught in fucking, a seminar to every team that wants to have a little grit and a little fire in their defensive scheme. I think his psychology should be taught as a class at Basketball U But let's not pretend. Let's not pretend he was a great basketball player. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's not pretend he was a great. Whatever. Pistons are trash. McGee's better than everyone. You son of a bitch, Kyle. How dare you? Now we can all attack Kyle. Good, Paul. I'm glad we don't have to disagree now. Now we can squad up as Detroit Pistons fan. Unsub and turn off notifications. You're a real piece of work, bro. A real piece of work. We're so close to a dynasty. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, you can only smack down Michael Jordan, the greatest player ever, so many times before he figures it out. He's Michael goddamn Jordan. But let's not pretend like we didn't spank his little ass 2 times in a row. Chicago, you're welcome. Listen, what you don't understand about Pistons fans is we take credit for every one of Michael Jordan's championships. Because without us busting his ass in the Eastern Conference 2 years in a row, Michael Jordan never hits the gym hard enough, never fucking develops his game well enough to actually win any championships. Because if he doesn't get past the Pistons, he never becomes strong enough to be Michael Jordan. So you're welcome, Chicago, for your 6 rings. Because we fucking put the leather on that motherfucker for 2 off seasons in a row. And finally, that 3rd year, he's like, enough is enough! And he went fucking Super Saiyan, Michael Jordan status. And from there, it was off to the races. But don't think for a second we didn't teach that motherfucker how to win. He's welcome. Say what you will about our dynasty. We had 2 dynasties. We had the 89-90 championships with the Pistons, and then we had the 6 championships with Chicago. You're welcome. We gave you those ones, you fuck. Help them now. Oh, never mind. They just beat you. You're a real son of a bitch, Kyle. Hey, Paul, feel free to time him out. He's talking shit about the Pistons. If you want to give him 300 seconds, you have my permission, my dude. He's getting real loose with his language, dude. About the Pistons right now, dude. He's getting real loose with his language. He's getting real confident today, dude. I haven't even finished this yogurt, my dudes. Why is my throat sore? I've been just talking in a circle for 2.5 hours. I have, haven't I? It's up to Paul. It's out of my hands. I'm not going to do it. Yep, up. Yep, see? You did, see? 300 seconds. Now you got to wait 300 seconds. Hey, I gave that to Paul. I'm not the bad guy here. Paul did that, all right? You got to watch your P's and Q's. You got to watch your P's and Q's talking about the Pistons, bro. Paul's the moderator in the chat. He's the long arm of the law, dude. And a diehard Pistons fan. So let's keep that in mind, bud. That being said, it's kind of fun to watch the Chicago Bulls. I mean, let's be real. They're not winning every game. I mean, they win enough games. They obviously beat the Pistons, which sucks. But it is fun to watch that team, that Chicago team, man. Levine's playing out of his damn head. That marketing kid, I feel like, is a pretty strong player. Are those rocks? Why do those look like animals from a distance, bro? What the hell? Dude, I don't dislike that Chicago team. I feel like in a few years, they could be fun to watch, you know? I mean, they're fun enough to watch now. I just don't think they're competitive now. I think they could be competitive with most teams and fun to watch in a couple of years. They just need a little more seasoning. Hopefully they keep all the main ingredients on that hoe, you know? These are new age Bulls. I don't hate them. Yeah, there you go. That's a very enlightened position to take, dude. That's straight into the wind. He's not coming over here. That's a waste of my time. Why are we doing that? Bolts! How many bolts does Splash have right now? 80 bolts? Nice, bud. That's not a bad amount of bolts, pal. You can do a little work with 80 bolts. That Monk kid's going bananas in fucking Charlotte, by the way. You were talking about, someone mentioned Charlotte earlier, like, hey, Charlotte's got a better record than the Pistons. Yeah, cool. But you know that Monk kid is going bananas, right? Like, what? I don't know what that Monk kid's first name is. I don't even remember what his name is. But, like, he's been having some god games. Like, going bananas over there in Charlotte, dude. Terry Rozier, him, and the fucking, that Bridges kid that they drafted a couple years ago. They got some scary young talent over there. They're not beating anybody real, obviously, but I had 3K, but then Streamlabs fucked me over. Well, you gotta stop spam gambling, bro. Sometimes they'll just course correct that with some spam gambling. 80's a good start, my dude. There's nothing wrong with 80. Do a little 10 bet here, 10 bet there. Maybe put a little extra on that, you know. Maybe orchestrate a heist with some of the other homies when the chat's a little thicker. You might could come out with some, you know, lightning bolts that way too. Lots of ways to get your bolts up, bro. Lots of ways to get your bolts up. What's up, Nick? What's up, buddy? We were just talking about basketball for like a good hour and a half. G-Man, you missed it, bud. How's your morning going, my friend? 976, a damn fine amount of bolts, bro. You're almost to 100, dude. Or 1,000, rather. Not too shabby, bro. Got me a new map on this hunting game. So I'm just on that explore right now, guys. We've made our way down to the left side of the map. I still have a whole other half. So far, so good, though. I really like this map. I was at the 49ers game yesterday. I feel so sorry for you. I'm sorry, man. You want to talk about it? He needs a hug. Guys, he needs a hug. He went to a garbage football team game. He went to a Niners game, guys. So sorry you had to do that, bud. That's too bad. Not bad, just in my car waiting for my food so I can go inside. It's cold. What food are you waiting for, bud? What did you secure, bro? What is this window? Wait, what is this window? That's fantastic. What an amazing window. How does that glass not break? How does some animal not come running through this glass? What do you mean? We're 13-2 and we won, bro. The Niners are the worst, bro. Little Chinese food, nice. I don't follow football, but if I did, I'm a Hawks fan. Obviously, Seattle Seahawks. So, what you need to understand, Splash, is we're required to hate you. Okay, as a Hawks fan, albeit like a passive Hawks fan, I don't really give a fuck about football. But as a Hawks fan, I'm required to be a Hawks fan. I'm up here in Washington State, right? As a Hawks fan, I'm also required to hate the guts of anybody that likes the 49ers, all right? You guys are the worst. Even if you're the best, you're the worst. You get what I'm saying? I don't know enough about football to actually take a shot at your Niners. I'm just saying they're the worst. Like, blanket statement, because I'm a Hawks fan. As a Hawks fan, your team is garbage, okay? I know you guys are winning a lot of games this year. You're probably in competition for, like, some good shit at the end of the year, but you're garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, by law. Like, I'll get arrested if I don't say it, bud. All right? I'm just covering my bases here. I think the team to talk about this year is the Ravens, though, isn't it? Ty keeps coming in here talking about his Ravens with that Lamar Jackson, the quarterback or whatever. Aren't the Ravens God mode this year? I feel like they're going to smack the shit out of your Niners, though, no? I don't know. I don't want to get into talk about football. I don't give a fuck about football, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm even indulging this conversation. I don't want to start this in my chat. I don't give a fuck about that game. Head injuries and broken bodies and fucking 40-year-olds that can't eat soup. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that game. And action-packed, and stop, and hold your hips, and now everybody hug each other, and hold your hips, and car commercial, and one possession, ooh, action, 12 seconds, and stop, and everybody hold your hips, and then hug each other, and then hug each other, and then car commercial, and then one possession, ooh, 5 seconds of action, and stop, okay, everybody hold their hips, and car commercial. I'm a Hawks fan, but my family comes from San Fran, so I get a pass on not hating their guts. Fair enough, Super Wife. Fair enough. I'm sorry, that must be awkward at Christmas. Everybody's wearing their respective gear. Quietly. It's like agreeing to not talk about politics or religion, right? When you're around the dinner table with your extended family, like, we just agree not to talk about it. Yeah, Hawks fan is in Seahawks, Kyle. Baddest motherfucking team on the block, son. But like I said, I don't give a fuck about that sport, dude. Got Trey, then Vince. That's facts about the commercial. Yeah, dude, it's just too many commercials, bro. I can't do it. The game is too stop and start for me. That's why I don't like baseball either. I really don't care for baseball or football. It's just too stop and start, bro. I don't really like footy, like soccer. I don't like soccer that much. But I'll watch it. At least that game moves. You know what I mean? At least it takes some time before the commercial breaks. I mean, basketball's pretty bad with commercial breaks as well, I'll be honest. But the absolute worst has to be football. Because it's literally 10 seconds, then stop. 10 seconds, then stop. There's just so many opportunities for them to dump commercials on your face that it's like, fuck this, dude. Why am I watching this? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There's a way to watch football games, like in 20-minute little videos. I found a couple channels that'll do 20-minute little videos of the football games from Sunday or whatever. And occasionally I'll watch a highlight reel of the Hawks or whatever, but I was on a fucking roll when we played earlier this year. By the way, the Hawks won. Oh, really? We smacked the Niners? Hey, so too bad your Niners can't beat our Hawks. Got him! Super White! Yes, get him! We won. Yeah, if your Niners are so good, how come they can't beat our Seahawks? Got him. 10 seconds of hitting the shit out of the person across from you makes everything worth it. I mean, maybe for you, bud. For me, it's like, I don't give a shit about that, dude. There are cooler ways to be violent. You know what I mean? If you're so tough, so badass that you can knock people on their ass, why are you wearing all the pads? For me, for my money, it's like, bro, take the fucking LARPing pads off, dude, and get into some MMA then. You want to talk about putting violence on a motherfucker? I'll watch two people fight in a cage all day long. By 3 with a field goal. Win's a win, bro! We got him! Yes! For my money, it's fake violence. Football's fake violence, bro. It's pussified, wearing padding, fake violence, dude. So everybody that comes in here with or anybody that comes in with that argument, they're like, well, it's like watching people get knocked on their ass. Like, okay, there's other ways to get that are authentic and real. As opposed to that fucking not allowed to hit the quarterback in the back, can't tackle him to the ground, fucking all that bullshit, dude. You know what I mean? It's like barely violence anymore. It's all fucking patty cake out there. Let's not pretend. Don't hit the kicker as he's trying to kick. Like, for my money, if you want to talk about a violent sport, let's talk MMA for a minute, bro. Motherfuckers are tearing each other's ears off and shit in that hoe. Kicking each other in the head and putting their lights completely out. They're on the ground going... Like the ref's going... You know what I mean? Like, that's... You want to talk violence in a sport. There are sports with true violence. Boxing, where a motherfucker can't get his legs under him. He got just... Ping! And the dude's just like... I can't... And just falling over and everybody's cheering. Like, bro. That's violence in a sport, dude. Football, by comparison, fucking patty cake, bro. Fucking albeit more financially lucrative patty cake, but still, in my opinion, patty cake. I gotta preface that. In my opinion, patty cake. This is from a guy who never played football, though, so you can just dismiss everything I just said by that. I'll give you the room to dismiss it all. That being said, never played football, so maybe if I had played football, I'd understand. You know what I mean? I don't know. If you play football at all, at least for a little bit, there's no way you don't grow a love for the game. Fair enough, Kyle. I grew up playing basketball, so I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. I'll leave room for... I might not know what the fuck I'm talking about on this one. But I'm just speaking personal prep. Ooh, don't run. Oh, I scared it off. Just had to throw it. See, on that, we're just going to disagree, Kyle. We're just going to disagree on that one, buddy, because it's definitely not, in my opinion. Huge Giants fan. New York Giants, all right. Do you think Eli should start, or do you like this other kid they're putting in there? What is your opinion on the controversy with the quarterback over there, bud? That's all I know. Yeah, I tried to be a fan of the XFL the first time. I'm not sure I'm going to try and fuck with it the second time. I play basketball and I never grew a love for the game, honestly. Well, fair enough. Maybe you're not a basketball guy. Maybe you're more interested in hugging grown men and wearing fake armor. You know what I mean? That's fine too. No judgment. Maybe you would have really liked LARPing in the park with the nerd kids that played Dungeons and Dragons. You never know. Jones is better. Eli is old. You think? Okay. Curious. I'm just curious from a Giants fan's perspective. Now you guys aren't in the hunt for anything, right? You guys are having a shit year or no? I feel like you guys are at the bottom of the. One of the streamers I follow is a diehard Giants fan. Shots. I follow him on Twitch. He's one of the RP guys from the GTA server. He's like, well, our season's over. He said it a while ago. I was like, oh, I'm not even following football. Is football already over? And then I realized that, no, it's like halfway through the year, but they're having a tough year. I'm not hating on it. I'm just expressing a personal opinion about it. You can call it hate if you want. Just because you don't agree doesn't mean it's hate. Tell me you aren't grown men wearing fake armor. Nah, fuck all that. Time out for me. I'll untime out me. Don't even try and time me out, dude. I'll untime out me every time. Big rebuild year. Yes. Okay. If it was easy, then everyone would play. I'm not saying it's not difficult. I'm just saying these are kids. These are grown men in fake armor pretending to be violent with each other. They're in the hunt for the first pick. That's the right way to look at it. I think that's the right way to look at it, right? You're in the hunt for the first pick. All right. This is what I think of football. Right here, guys. It's a toilet. It ain't shit. That's what I think of. That's what I think of football. All right. No, I've never really liked the game. It's never really appealed to me. I tried to follow football for a few years back when the Hawks were like winning championships and stuff. I'll admit I was kind of a fair weather Hawks fan then. I was like, yeah, Seahawks and whatever. Like everybody was just so excited about it. It was infectious, you know. Just the whole. I mean, everybody, every grocery store, every convenience store, every everybody on the street, you'd see Hawks jerseys just fucking everywhere. At the bank, you know what I mean? Like, people working at the bank wearing Hawks jersey. Like, everybody was so invested for a few years there. But it's waned a bit. You know, that enthusiasm, at least socially, at least with everybody, has waned a little bit. So it's made it a little easier for me to not be that invested in it. But I kind of paid attention pretty closely to football for a couple of years there. It's not me. Well, I mean, you're right. Pretending is kind of the snotty part of that comment, isn't it? They're trying to hurt each other, but they're all wearing pads. If you really wanted to hurt each other, why the fuck are you wearing all the pads, dude? There's only a handful of actual football players that are out there trying to hurt people. I mean, everybody wants it to be, oh, I'm out there to put people away. Like, okay, bro. But most of them are best friends. Most of them talk to each other on social medias. Despite being on opposing teams. Like, nobody actually wants to hurt each other out there. Well, the Seahawks have clinched the play. We have? Okay. Okay. It's so cool because it's so violent. Like, even the people playing the game are like, we're not really trying to hurt each other. Like, that's from all of them that have become sportscasters and stuff. At one point or another have said that. Like, it's a violent game, but we're not trying to hurt each other. But also, they're wearing pads, dude. Say what you will. Basketball, there's like fouls for contact. I get it, but there is. Let's not pretend there isn't contact. And those motherfuckers run around in their underwear. Okay, no protection. There's some bravery for you, in my personal opinion. And again, that's all I'm doing is expressing personal opinion that I appreciate you guys probably don't agree with, but that's where I'm at, dude. Like, tell me that that's not some ballsy shit, dude. Not only am I going to fly through the air at full speed, running with a basketball in my hand and attack the rim, I'm also prepared for the potential clothesline I might catch from the center who doesn't want me to attack the rim. Do you know what I'm saying? Slam hardwood on the ground. Not grass, hardwood on the ground. Slam. While running full speed. Anybody that says basketball's for pussies needs to watch that Sean Marion attempt at a dunk where he got upended and landed on his fucking brain, dude. You guys remember this? It changed Sean Marion's game forever. And he plays dirty. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys can like find one or two guys. Yeah, Bill Lambier liked to punch people in the liked to poke people in the eyes and punch people in the dick. Every sport has a handful of... Dude, Ty Domi in hockey played for the Maple Leafs. He was just a goon. Marty McSorley played for the Lakers for the Kings, rather, when they had Wayne Gretzky in hockey. a goon, a good enough hockey player to be out there, but nobody was asking him to play hockey. He was out there to beat the shit out of people. So every game has those guys. I'm saying those are outliers. Those are exceptions to the rule. That's not the fucking game of hockey. That's not the game of basketball. It's not the game of football. Do you know what I'm saying? Most people are not trying to hurt people. Yeah, every fucking sport's going to have their outliers like that. But that doesn't mean that's what everybody's thinking. That's what that fucking psychopath is thinking. That was a tough shot. I winced at the end. A bit of a tough shot there. Basketball is definitely more violent than... It's not more violent, but it's more dangerous than football. Especially with football's current rules. Where you literally can't touch people, go for the head, tackle with your helmet, take a quarterback all the way to the ground. They've pussified football a lot in the last decade. Let's not pretend they haven't, is all I'm saying. What's up, G? What's up, Martinez? How you doing, buddy? Hockey is definitely wearing fake armor. I never played hockey. I'm like, dude, why do you have all these pads if you're so brave, dude? Nick, people think that dude is responsible for Antonio Brown going crazy. What dude? Hockey has actual fighting. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, why are you wearing all those pads? Pickup games at the ice rink and or at the lake, frozen lake, they don't wear all those pads. Only the pro hockey players wear all those pads. Also, let's not pretend the speed that you can generate on ice with skates on is anything compared to the speed you can generate running. You can get going a lot fast. Well, maybe not. Ooh, you know what? That'd be interesting. I wonder, is there any way we can find out average speed a hockey player can get one end of the ice to the other, like blue line to blue line? How fast can a hockey player get going speed-wise, blue line to blue line, as opposed to a football player like goal line to goal line? You know what I mean? It's not the same distance, though. We'd have to get a comparable distance, the same amount of space. But I think on ice, assuming you have your speed up already, I think you can go faster on skates. I would assume, but I don't know that for sure. That's guesswork, I guess. But I'd be interested to find out. 5 layers of clothes. Not accurate. I can actually tell you definitively that's not accurate. Hockey players have pads in their pants that they wear, but they essentially have soccer fucking shin pads, the pants with a little bit of padding in them, not as much as you'd think. You'd be surprised. They have elbow pads, gloves, and shoulder pads like a football player. That's all they have. It's not 5 layers of fucking armor. It's just not. All my brothers, 4 out of my 6 brothers played hockey. We spent weekends at the ice rink. I promise you. Elbow pads, forearms exposed, upper arms exposed, stomach exposed, pads on the pants, just like football, and shin pads. Back of the legs exposed, back of the thighs exposed, under the arms exposed. Just like football. More or less the same pads as football. Except for they're on a fucking sheet of ice, moving at fucking, with razor blades on their feet, moving at an accelerated speed. 20, 25 miles per hour. I gotta imagine it's better on ice, right? I don't know. Can someone Google that? Who has a smartphone that can Google that? What kind of speeds do hockey players get up to on ice? Like, is there a way to find that out? I don't know what you would type into search, but an average hockey player's speed on ice? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, legs. The pads in the legs for football players is kind of a joke. We can agree on that. Not compared to hockey, nowhere near as much padding on the legs for football. I can 100% agree with that. It is legit nighttime right now. I need to get my tent out. Does anybody have the average speed? Average speed for a hockey player on ice? Yeah, true. But you'd be surprised, bro. Those motherfuckers cook. The way they can take an edge, and like, I know the hockey rink's not very big, but consider they've gone all the way down the ice this way, and then they turn around and go back up the ice. Like, bro, you can fucking get going, bro. I promise you can get going. What the hell? No, I was gonna do this. It's time to rest for the night. Just 2 goats. Wait, there's goats here? How the hell do I get a goat? What would I use to get a goat? Highest speed is 30 miles per hour, so that's better or worse than football. Is football really 25 miles per hour? Or is that like the fastest motherfucker on skates or on cleats on a football field? Is that the fastest motherfucker running 25, or what's the highest speeds for hockey? That's the highest speeds for hockey, or is that average speed for hockey? Because I want to know about the average speeds. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's outliers in every sport. Deion Sanders and shit, like, right? Like, there's outliers in every sport. I'm talking about on average. What kind of speed are we talking about for football players running up and down the field, you know? And let's also take into consideration that a sheet of fucking ice with concrete underneath it is a little harder to land on, regardless of pads, than a fucking field of grass. Yeah? I mean, can we all agree on that? I don't think anybody's going to argue that. Fair or unfair? Average is 20 for hockey? Okay. What's the average speed for football? It can't be 30 miles an hour. I have a hard time believing that they can generate more speed on foot than on skates. If you don't count linemen. 20 is average if you don't count linemen. Okay. Well, I'm saying even the goalie can get up and down the ice at, you know, a good 20-something miles an hour, I would imagine. Although maybe not. They got all those extra pads. Why aren't we counting linemen? Because that helps improve my point. Wait, let's definitely count linemen because that helps improve my point, guys. Come on, what are we doing here? Dude, this has turned into mush, by the way. This yogurt with the granola in it. The granola is completely compromised. It's become like fucking oatmeal now. Ooh, boars over the hill. Oh, I'm talking football. Oh, okay, got you. I mean, from a dead stop, it's going to be hard for a hockey player to get up to his adequate speed as fast as a football player, obviously. Like 40-yard dash on ice or in regular feet, the fucking football player is going to smoke him. You got to imagine from a dead stop. But I'm talking about if you're already moving, bro. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Sorry. If you're already moving, I got to believe a hockey player can generate more speed. But I do not know. I have not Googled it. I'm talking football because linemen are big and don't have speed. True. Another thing you guys should consider, if we're going to have a comparison between hockey and football, average size of football players, average size of hockey players. I think you guys would be surprised by the results. I really do. I think you guys would be surprised. Because, yeah, linemen are like 6'8" and fucking 380 pounds and shit, right? I get it. But you'd be surprised how big average hockey players are. Not all of them, obviously. But if you average height of a professional hockey player, bro, I think you'd be surprised. They're not exactly little guys. You know what I mean? Most of them are pretty big boys. Where the fuck? I mean, how the hell am I supposed to see a deer in these? All the, albeit semi-pro hockey players that went to our high school, because those like Canadian kids that come down to play like, you know, semi-pro ball, Thunderbirds hockey and stuff like that, like the semi-pro hockey G League type shit that's in the area, because we have a lot of that in the area. We have the Silvertips and the Thunderbirds. We have a handful of like farm teams for the NHL up here in Washington, or extensions, you know, like places where people can get seen and then hopefully get a chance to play pro hockey. We have a few of those teams around here, and those motherfuckers, a handful of them would go to our school, and they were all like 6'7". I mean, this is anecdotal evidence, but they were all 6'7", 6'8" years old, or 6'8" feet. You know, 6'7", 6'8". As far as height, years old. As far as height, they were that tall. It was pretty ridiculous, dude. I was like, what the fuck? How the hell am I supposed to hunt in these flowers, bro. I can't see anything, dude. I have a 5'5" and a 5'6" starting running back. Okay. But yeah, but let's not do that though, because again, we're doing the fucking we're doing the exception to the rule. You know what I mean? Average football players are much taller than that, though, right? I mean, right? We can all find that wild fucking 1 in a million that can really bolster our point, but like that's a weak point to bolster if you're stretching out and trying smallest player in football. Well, you know you know what I mean? Like, we could do better than that. Like, I think even on average, like, I don't know, average height of a football player versus average height of a hockey player. I'm not saying that the hockey players are going to win, but I think it's going to be closer than you guys would realize. That's all I'm saying. Like, hockey players are not small. Of course, there's the Rain Gretzky's and stuff that would be like, well, he's not that big. Yeah, sure. But, like, those are outliers. Those are exceptions to the rule. You know what I mean? That's why average is the best way to go about something like this. Although it's not going to give us a definitive answer. Like, clearly the land speed or whatever wasn't a definitive answer. Hockey player versus football player. That would have been that was kind of tough to find the average and whatever. But I'm speaking in general, dude. I think you guys would be surprised that most hockey players are pretty tall. 5'10" to 6'2" for football. Okay. How tall for hockey on average? Average professional hockey player. I bet you it's going to be dude, I think it might be bigger. It might be taller. Wait, average 5'10" to 6'2", really? That's including linemen? Because aren't the linemen like 6'6", 6'8" and shit in football? I swear, that was like required. At least offensive linemen, right? I don't know. I don't watch hockey, dude. I'm too much hockey. I don't watch hockey anymore either. But I wouldn't be opposed to watching hockey though. When I do watch a hockey game, I get all kinds of nostalgic childhood feelings. You know what I mean? Like I said, 4 of my brothers played hockey. 2 younger, 2 older, and we would live at the ice rink on the weekends when they were playing hockey. And like watching hockey, I get a lot out of watching hockey. A lot more than I ever like. When I watch hockey, I go, fuck, I should watch hockey more often. You know, I really do like the game. It's just I don't have the kind of television where I can watch hockey per se. I have not kept track of the game at all. I don't know who's the good teams, who's the good players, and whatnot. But I do really enjoy the game a lot. But there's another game. That's another game that moves. I mean, substitutions are done on the fly while the game continues, for fuck's sake. Line change! And motherfuckers are jumping out of the fucking bench. And bench players are jumping into the game. Yeah, about to have a shit ton of skill position players that are around 5'10". Oh, really? That's the direction football's gone, huh? You don't have to be a big bruiser anymore with football because there's no fucking contact anymore. Can't hit anybody. So even the pussies can play now, huh? That bolsters our point that football ain't tough. Yes, we win! Hear that, Kyle Quick? We got you! Joking. No, there's a beauty and a grace to hockey. There really is. But I was too close to it for too long to not have an appreciation for that sport. I think that's what it boils down to, doesn't it? It's real easy if you're not in depth at a sport, you haven't really gone deep on a sport to go, fuck that sport, it's this, and this, right? It's real easy to do that, I guess. But yeah, but you have the shit ton. Oh, right. But I guess honestly, it's all about your experiences and how much time you spent. I know Kyle Quick spent enough time around football to have a real passion for it, so it makes sense that he's going to argue for football. I couldn't give a fuck about football, so it's really easy for me to argue against it, I guess, right? It's all situational perspectives, a motherfucker, you know? I do maintain, though, I mean, I've seen too much hockey in my life, right? Like, I was too close to it for a long time, so it's hard not to have a healthy appreciation for it. Plus, I'm Canadian. Like, my mom's side of the family, my mom was born in Montreal. My whole mother's side of the family, they're all just a bunch of, how's it going, eh? Like, type of motherfuckers. So, the love for hockey is deeply ingrained in our family, right? It's almost required to love that game. But the amount of hockey I watched growing up, the good hockey, bad hockey, you know, little kid hockey, all of it. Quentin Nelson. Man's a beast. Who's Quentin Nelson? Is he a football player, hockey player? What are we talking about? I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it, so I can look at it. Where's my notepad? What is it? Quentin Nelson. Wait, is this a wide receiver in the pros? Because I know a Nelson wide receiver, don't I? Are you talking about an older player, or is he like some kids coming up that is going to shock the world? What are we talking about right now? Football player. He's a guard, and he puts people on their ass. Okay. All right. I'll give him a peek. I'll give him a peek. A guard, as in like that's like the lineman, right? All right. Wait, does he play for the Hawks, or does he play for some other team? It's a rock. If I had a shot all the way out there, that'd be ridiculous. Enjoying the free content and subscribe to it. All right. Guys, we're at the 3-hour mark. I'm just sitting in a blind at this point. I don't even want to walk anymore. I might call it here. Take a little bit of a hour or two break. Then I'm thinking a little Minecraft in the afternoon. If you guys are into some Minecraft this afternoon, hit your boy up. Or keep your head on a swivel, hit the notifications or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, we're probably going to go live with some Minecraft later. I want to take a couple hours and relax and have a bite. I want to finish this yogurt, which has gotten really gross because the granola is completely softened. So it's all like a weird yogurt goulash thing with fruit in it, which is kind of rough. I want to drink a bit more of this coffee. I want to just relax for a little bit. Give me a couple hours. And then I think I'm going to go heavy with some Minecraft. We all want to get on that world and fuck around with it a little bit this afternoon if you guys are into that. So a couple hours from now, yeah, a little Minecraft later is going to be the jam. And I'm at like a 75-80% we're going to do Minecraft later, okay? Like, not like one of those like 50-50 chance that I might record. Like, no, I'm on like a 80 to 90% chance we're probably going to record that Fortnite, or not Fortnite, Minecraft later. So for now, I'm going to leave you guys here. I appreciate you guys are all the homies. Like, comment, subscribe to all the things you're supposed to do. I know what that says. See you tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll see you guys later. A little bit of Minecraft. For now, I'm going to call it